It is now Faraday's turn.
Stream is still down.
Stream is down.
The stream is down.
No, it's back. Oh, got a commercial.
Coming back.
Or
Reloading.
none of our player cameras are there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna take a second to kind of.
You know, we had everything working before the stream too, which is so funny. It's like it never seems to want to cooperate.
Oh,
All right, there's the DM camera back.
Hey.
Setting.
All right. Well, let me just know when we're back. The stream is back on.
Stream is back
Oh,
on.
stream is
Okay.
back on.
Okay, cool. All right, so stream, we're back. Let's get. All right, so Faraday, it is your turn after the attack by the shadows in front of you.
Okay, so, which one? The one that attacked Bramblebeard.
That one's to the left of you, which would be.
Okay.
I'll use the stick to point it out. That would be this one.
What do I know about shadows?
You personally?
Yeah, well, the character.
Roll me a. You're a traveling little gnome. Roll. Let's see what I want you to roll.
We're not all the same, Tony. Halfling and gnome are two different.
Oh, I'm so specious. I'm sorry. You're right. You're not a gnome. You are a halfling. I apologize. Roll me a. Say for history that your knowledge of the land. Roll me a history check to see if you know about these things.
16. How's that?
Yeah, you know, you're not like a shadow expert, but you definitely have heard of these creatures. In your readings and your travels around.
I know if they're corporeal, what my sword is going to do, my attacks would do anything to them.
I think you would know that they would do. I think you would pretty much have an idea that non-magical weapons don't work.
Ah. Right. So I'll scream to the rest of the gang. I'll say, boys, it appears these shadow creatures, if I recall correctly from having previously vanquished 3 or 4 of them in my previous adventures, that they do not take damage from non-magical items. And I'll back away and I will instead what will I do? I will instead go towards where Malkavia is and stand behind him.
You're not gonna block the doorway, are you?
I'll move behind Malkavia and I'll say, produce a magical weapon of some kind, and I'll shoot one of the zombies in front of Malkavia.
All right, so you're moving. I'm going to use the pointer. You're moving from here to say right around here.
Correct. Right there. Correct.
All right.
Yes.
So the skeletons are going to get. That one gets an attack of opportunity.
I'll move through the wolf. Remember, I'm a halfling, so I don't have to move next to them.
Okay, so
through allied encumbered spaces, so I can actually move through the wolf, and I can move through Malkavia as well.
that's fine. So the only person that we'll just say this skeleton then, and this shadow gets a hit on you. Let's see.
Well, they just attacked, right? So they still get an opportunity of attack.
It'd be a reaction.
Yeah, they still.
Let's think about this for a second.
Are you using your action at all? Can you just action disengage?
Wait, just use your bonus action to disengage.
Yeah, bonus action gate.
Oh, stream. Should I let him get away with it since he didn't say it? He's gonna disengage first. Should I be a nice DM?
For me to tell because the angle was so far away that I couldn't exactly tell what the heck I was looking at.
I'll accept that. Good one, Faraday. That was a good save, man. I'll accept that. I'll accept. Oh, the camera angle is. Use your Faraday voice to say it, though. That's the deal.
Yeah, well, the camera angle, chaps. There's clearly a problem. If I can't see the action, how can I react properly? It's really
okay.
It's unconscionable.
So you disengage, and you're kind of like right by Malkavia, right there. All right.
I'll move Oh, okay. You can just put me there. That's fine. And I'm gonna send an attack
I'll put you on the other side. If you want to be on the other side, that's fine.
behind
you.
Malkavian. So literally behind him.
It's kind of like we'll just say you're right about there. Okay.
I'm not some fighting shield.
Okay.
That attitude.
There we go. Okay. Now you're behind Malkavia. Exactly. All right.
I have that many more hit points thanks to you. I'm gonna take a shot with my cross. Oh no, okay, because that was my bonus action. So yes, I'm gonna take my crossbow, aim at the nearest zombie, and shoot a volley into it. Shoot a bolt into it.
Do it.
16.
Oh yeah, you hit.
All right, let's roll damage. I'm assuming this is not gonna be sneak attack. So 8 points of piercing damage. Pretty good though. 8 points is max damage.
Let's see here.
Well, if Alistair's right there, still engaged with it, that's something. So.
Well, Alistair's engaged with the shadows, which I'm not. I can't attack.
I thought you were attacking the shadows. Sorry.
All right. So you sit there and you shoot. Which zombie are you attacking? I'll use the stick to point.
Yeah, shoot the closest one to me, which is the one that's about 10 feet away to my right.
Yep, that one right there. Okay.
Correct, yeah, that one take 8 points of damage.
All right. So you should take, you take out your crossbow, and you go to aim at this thing, and it goes, it's coming close. It's trying to grab at Malkavia. You can see it's slowly working its way over, and you take your crossbow and you're trying to hobble it, so you shoot it, and the crossbow goes right into its knee and literally through its kneecap. As it does, you see the top of its kneecap and its flesh, shoot off with your crossbow. It actually falls to the ground a little bit, but it's still coming. It's actually crawling with a piece of its leg now missing out of it.
It took an arrow to the knee.
I'm gonna be like, Malkavia, you're welcome. It's my turn.
All right. So now it is Hans Sullivan's turn.
All right. Well, first I'm going to get out of the doorway. I'm going to move right to the right of the door, still up against the wall.
All right. So you're going to move to... So to the right of the doorway?
Yeah.
So you're kind of be in front of the gentleman, Faraday?
I'm right up against the wall. I want to be my back's to the wall, just kind of looking around at all this.
All right, your back is against the wall now. You're next to Faraday, but your back is against the wall.
And then I will cast... I don't have a whole lot. I guess I'll do Ray of Frost against the same Zombo that Faraday hit.
Okay. Go for it.
That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit it.
And 4 points of cold damage. And its movement is reduced by 10 feet until my next turn.
So it took 4 points of damage, you said?
Yep, 4 points of damage and movement reduced by 10 feet until my next turn.
All right. So you take out, you go and you kind of dash past, Faraday. You see him. He's just still kind of cocking his crossbow. So he just fired that bolt. And this thing is now on the ground, scratching. And then you see, put your hands together and you literally start pulling from the air. You see little... The shards of ice and snow begin to glisten off the torchlight that Faraday has, and all of a sudden you bring it all together and you shoot it towards the zombie. It hits, and for a moment the zombie stops. It stops in motion, but then it kind of thaws. But you can tell it's now a little bit lethargic and moving very slowly. All right. So next is Scraps.
So I'm just gonna hug back, so I'm kind of in the corner from right where the door is in the wall. So back one space right up against the wall. And I want to fire my little fire cannon at the one of the shadows that's right in front of Alistair. And so, my armor may not save you, but I will. And pull the little chain and fire off a firebolt towards it.
Go ahead. Go for it.
11. Oh wait, no, pack tactics. Get advantage. 17.
Oh, that's
Nice.
like you get cobbled advantage or something. Or...
Yeah, kobolds have pack tactics. It's usually canceled out because I'm in the sun, so this is the first time I actually get to use it.
Well, finally, see, it's worth it. All right, so you go. Do you want to describe it? I've been describing everybody's. Now I think about it. Let you all describe it.
You do a fantastic job with descriptions, honestly. Go for it. I did 6 points of fire damage, so probably.
All right. So Scraps comes in. Right, I've got this. Hold on. You see him. He kind of takes out some flint. He's like trying to strike it. And it's not striking quick enough, but he looks around. Starts striking it even quicker, kind of like a cartoon. He's going like super fast, and all of a sudden it strikes. He lights the fuse. You start whirring up. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. And you start, and you see the smoke just fly as this thing goes going right across the wolf and Alistair Bramblebeard, and right into the shadow before him. Bramblebeard turns around and looks. Hey, that's a good shot there, you little one. Yeah. All right. And that took off how much points of damage? You see the shadow kind of as this magical fire hits it. It doesn't make a sound that's almost human. It's just a scream that sounds from a cold, deathly scream. Like, it's different. It's like screeches, almost hurts your ears. Probably did with my horrible scream right there, actually, in reality.
Don't worry, your mic cut in and out, so we didn't get the full effect, but we got it.
Yeah, that's the sound compression.
Loved it.
All right.
Yeah, 6 points of fire damage.
6 points. Okay, so let's take that off. And -6. Okay. And next is Malkavia.
All right, so just want to make sure because on the screen I'm seeing there's the green zombie skeleton thing. That's the same one that Faraday and Hans had both attacked, right?
Yep. Let me make it easy for you, because he's laying on the ground crawling towards you at this point because they shot its leg off. So there you go. The one laying on the ground.
If I were to go up and hit him since he's on the ground, does that mean I get advantage?
That is how melee on
I'll
prone
give that.
target
Yeah,
works.
I'll give that to you. Yeah.
Then I would love to go up to that zombie and stab it.
Go and stab it. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Take a roll for me.
16.
That definitely hits.
10 damage.
Ooh, how do you want to do it? He's down.
Oh, as soon as like his head is like kind of creeping up and looking towards me, and he goes, I just want to spear with the rapier right through its skull, and then just pull it out. And I nod to Faraday, and I go, Hans did a great job with that one.
I really thought you were going to say, like, good job. All right, so that one's down. And now it is...
Can I also, as a bonus action, I want to try and get to the other side, like opposite of the wolf, on this skeleton that I'm also right up on. I guess I could still use my movement, so no bonus action there.
Yeah, and as long as you're not moving out of its threat range, you're okay.
Yeah.
So you're just moving kind of like right here. Kind of like circling around it, kind of like.
No, opposite side, so that I'm opposite the wolf, just in case if the wolf wants to come to attack this, we're in a good flanking.
Gotcha.
setup.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Malkavia, quickly after he dispatches that zombie and kind of talks shit to Faraday in his own little way, he's able to dance around, use his footwork to get now right on the back of the skeleton. All right. So it is now Bramblebeard's turn. Mr. Bramblebeard.
All right. So I'm going to look at those two shadows in front of me and the zombie to my left, and I'm gonna be like, "Back off now! Back up!" And I'm going to slam my foot on the ground and cast Thunderwave. So I'm going to
All
catch 15-foot cube. I'm going to catch those three in front of me. They have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, skeletons. Let's see if they make it. Well, so
Is it a
which
zombie or skeleton?
which three would you be hitting? Is the zombie? Are you going to your left? So you're hitting the two shadows and to your character's left. Or I'll use the stick. Are you hitting this zombie? Or are you hitting this skeleton?
I'll do. I can't hit the skeleton behind the zombie, right? That's over one.
Does Thunder Wave? Would that Thunder Wave hit him? Because he's
It's a
got,
15-foot
15-foot
cube,
cube.
so I can't see if the skeleton behind the zombie. Like, is it behind the shadow or the zombie?
the zombie. There's a zombies are in a line behind each other, and then behind like 5, 10. Each square represents 5 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 25,
like if I
25
go to
feet
my-
behind you is a skeleton.
Right. It looks like if I go to my left, I can get both shadows, one skeleton, and one zombie. Right.
Both
15-foot cube.
One,
what
one,
it
two,
looks like.
three, 1, 2,
Looks
3,
about right.
1, 2.
The skeleton's in line behind the zombie. Then yes, looks like he is.
1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think. Where are you going to place the cube for Thunderwave?
It's a 3 square by 3 square area directly in front of me.
Okay, so it's right in front of you, and then it's 3 squares out from directly in front of you, 3 by 3.
Yep.
So you would get this one, I assume, this one, and this one. Those
Yeah, I
4.
get both shadows. Right. Exactly. So they all
Yeah.
have to make DC 14 con saves.
Okay, so those 4, just to be sure, it's those 4 you're hitting. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Nice.
I can get 4 of them, definitely.
All right.
Nicely done.
'Cause that's
If they fail, they take 9 points of damage and get pushed 10 feet back. If they make their save, they take 4 points of damage.
All right, let's roll. It's a con save, you said?
Con, yes.
All right. So the zombies, they rolled a 20. Or that zombie did. Let's do the next zombie.
The next, the skeleton or the shadow?
Well, now I'm doing the zombie because you got 2 zombies there. You're getting 2. From what it looks like, you're getting the skeleton, 2 shadows, and 2 zombies.
Oh, okay.
Because you said a 15-foot cube. Oh,
Right.
no, it wouldn't get the skeleton.
No,
I'm sorry.
I think it's just 1 skeleton, 1 zombie, and 2 shadows. If I'm seeing it correctly.
And a
Okay.
large fry and a small Coke.
And then
Large
No,
fry.
and extra large.
All right. Well, the first zombie made his. So let's see what the skeleton then makes. I'll roll the skeleton con save. Normal. What did he roll?
save. Everybody's
so-
saving.
And then
Yeah,
the
the two
shadow.
shadows.
The shadow has to roll a con save with the D20. And the shadow, I use my stat trackers. Their con is a +1. So let's just roll a D20. Then +1. A 7. Looks like the shadows, 1 shadow fails. And then the next shadow. They both the shadows failed, it looks like.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, so the
both
shadows.
Both shadows take 9 points of damage and get pushed back 10 feet. And the skeleton and the zombie take 4 points each and don't get pushed back.
Okay, let's get those shadows first.
How much did your strength drop by, Alistair, when you got hit?
Just 1 point. My modifier hasn't even changed yet.
And
I was
Nice.
And
Uh,
how much damage did they both take, those shadows?
the shadows take 9 points each of thunder damage.
Okay, and they're not immune to that. Let's see. Ooh, they actually do have a resistance for thunder, though. Thanks to your stat trackers. You're like,
Oh,
"Damn
that's
stat
probably
checkers."
that's a misprint. I think that's a misprint.
Thanks to your stat trackers, it looks as if they resist thunder damage. So
Why must they be so efficient? Why?
just right in front of my face to screw you over. All right, so I know with 2E it worked by a percentage. You just rolled your percentage dice, and that's how much it kind of. How does I'm trying to remember how
resistance is half.
Half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they all take 4 points of damage then.
But the shades still get pushed though.
Right.
Yeah.
The shadows still get pushed back 10 feet, which Alistair is going to use to his advantage to back up. He's going to take a couple of steps back until he's like right next to, right to like the left and a little bit in front of Faraday, right behind the wolf. And then he's going to go, and he's going to use his bonus action to turn into a brown bear.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, how much damage did the skeletons take?
4. Everybody took 4.
Okay, just want to make sure. -4 for the zombie and -4 for the skelly.
Is that the misprint one, Alistair?
No, yes, no, this one's right. The brown bear, it has 800 hit points.
It's
Man, they're so
damage,
accurate, it's
everything
crazy.
on that full.
That's the gold bordered version, right?
Right.
The
All
special
right.
rare card.
Holographic
Treasure
collector's edition.
It's the treasure deck. Stat tracker treasure deck.
And how many spaces back do those shadows get pushed?
10 feet, so 2 spaces.
All right.
And then I am going to back up, so that that zombie there is probably going to get an attack of opportunity when I do so.
Shadow, I'm going to have to push the shadow a little bit farther back because it's kind of
All
like
right with me.
it's amphibious, so it can move into the space anyway. So I just have to move the little thing out of there to show that it's back. All right, there we go. So they're pushed back 10 feet. Actually, no, it's a little bit farther back than that. I'm sorry, because they were here. So 1, 2. Oh no, I was right. Oh, my fingers, my big fingers. Fun stuff. Sorry, stream, dropping. These shadows aren't that easy to grab, as you can see.
Oh God.
I want to play the Benny Hill theme in the background.
The Benny Hill band. All right. I hate you all sometimes
Right,
so
that
much.
just means that they're out,
We
right?
love you too.
All right. So now Alistair Bramblebeat has pushed them back. They've all taken damage. The other people did not get pushed back, of course. So now it is the zombie's turn.
No, I'm gonna step back 10 feet and turn into a bear.
That's right. Let me get
So
you.
that zombie may get an attack on me.
I'm not going to get your bear form right now because it's over there. So we'll just remember that you're a bear. So
Okay. I will not forget that. Don't worry.
yeah, I'll get your bear. I'll get your bear later. All right, so it's the zombie's turn. The first zombie we'll just do. The closest one is to right now, Alistair. So that one's going to kind of go to attack you. Let's see what he gets. Move it back in here. Find the zombie again. There we go. Goes. Let's just do a slam. Up, he hit. So unless you have a higher than 19 AC, he has just hit. What's your AC, Alistair?
In a bear form, 11.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, he hits. But he does 4 points of damage. So, you turn into your bear form just in time. The zombie goes to, now that your claws are itching it. Oh, look, JC went and got the bear for you. Isn't that nice? JC rules, man. Everybody tell JC thank you. He puts a lot of work in behind the scenes.
Going above and beyond. What a guy.
He did, man. He came out behind the scene and got that bear. All right, so you're now in bear form. It goes to slash you, and even though you're now in your bear, it gets your hind quarter kind of near like your small tail, and able to rip a chunk kind of out of your butt meat. Just and you see it like the pieces of your bear flesh are in between its fingers, and the zombie goes it starts eating it, and there was blood everywhere. It's terrible. Terrible.
I should be back a couple steps though, because I did move back next to the wolf.
Okay, so
Shuffle me back like 10 feet, and then.
all right. No, this zombie came up still. Got you. We'll just say he moved up one to get you. All right, so now
form a line there. Form a defensive line.
that's the way to do
Hey,
it,
Lynx,
man.
that's what I do best.
Animal defensive line. I love it.
So now it is
Get
the
trash.
next zombie's turn. We'll just say that's this one. It moves up towards Alistair. One.
Faraday grabs and he puts it over. He goes,
Ah! And this one's a female zombie. It looks like it was a female elf at one time. And it starts, as it's coming towards, it's chattering its teeth because its lips are all missing. So it's just.
I thought that was the chick from The Ring, like from the camera.
What? That was a great movie, man. First time. All right, so that's a 16. Did I hit out? Yeah, because your AC is 11. So this time, this one it smells the blood. It's in the air, because the other zombie just has the pieces of bear flesh and a little bit of fur, and it's in between its fingernails, and it's starting to eat. So now that smell of blood has been kicked up into the air. The other zombie comes by as Alistair. As it gets into his hind quarter, the other one comes in now. It grabs at the front quarter right by his ear, and it literally rips a piece of his bear ear off.
Oh, God.
And now
Poor Alistair.
you see the zombie. It's eating his ear like a potato chip, and you can't have only one, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's eating Alistair ear chip, and you take another 4 points of damage. All right. So now
This is definitely
what the hell?
PG-13 and up. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm getting Mike Tyson over here. What is going on?
Mike Tyson. All right. So this zombie now, it moves down towards Malkavia. 1, 2. And now it's on Malkavia. And this one goes to attack him.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Maybe he's trying to move the other one out the way. Oh, no, I gotta make sure I took that turn. All right, so this one goes. All right. Let's see what we got there. Ooh, I am rolling high tonight. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ouch.
Yay. All right. So I rolled a 20. Woo. That wasn't it. For some reason, is that a nat 20? Oh, no, it wasn't nat 20. Okay. So.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, not a nat 20. So this zombie, Malkavia, he's paying attention. He was able to take his footwork and definitely get behind, the skeleton. But in the process of doing that, he wasn't able to pay attention to his peripheral vision. And he didn't notice that from behind one of the buttresses that are supporting this great dwarven hall, a zombie had slowly taken its hand and put it around the buttress, and you saw the fingernails, and then his whole face came out. But he wasn't seeing any of this, and it creeped towards Malkavia. Malkavia is excited, and at the moment he's looking towards Faraday to say, "Look, I'm about to get another one." It's too late. The zombie is able to get Malkavia right on the side. It comes down and literally Malkavia, because he didn't even see it and able to block or have any defense, it bites right into his sword arm. You see into the forearm itself. You see blood gush into the zombie's mouth. Malkavia grabs his arm as blood is pouring out, and he's still holding his sword. But you see little bits of flesh in between the zombie's mouth as he's chewing. There's so much flesh in the zombie's mouth that literally looks like strings and pieces of skin are hanging down and dribbling like spaghetti over the chin of the zombie as it chews. And what's really disgusting is you can hear the sound of chewed hard flesh. It's like it's not a crunchy sound, it's a hard pounding squish. All right, and you take
I love the detail.
and you take
Now I want spaghetti.
and you take 7 points of damage. All right. So next, that was the third zombie. Let's see. This other one moves up. It wants some more bear flesh. 1, 2, 3. And it goes to attack Alistair. 15. All right. The bear, you see Alistair's ears missing. A hunk has been taken out of his, his right foreside, near his tail. There's blood pouring. It's dripping onto the stone itself. You can see it glistening off the torchlight that Faraday had put in here. As he sees that, another zombie comes by, it too wants to feed on Bear. And this time, Alistair doesn't have time to see it. It just literally jumps and it's laying on top of Alistair and biting into his back. You see Alistair trying to shake it off. But it's just holding on, biting into the fat of Alistair. You actually see the white bear fat in the bite of the zombie. It's disgusting as the blood is flowing down, and the zombie's trying to take its fingers and rip open the wound that it's created so it can dig in there and bite and get even more flesh as it's riding Alistair's back. And then he luckily, at the last moment, with one great burst of strength, it pushes it off, but that zombie stands right back up, ready to attack again, and you've taken 4 points of damage.
How's the bear holding up, buddy?
Well, I've decided my bear form is named Hollyfield now, and Hollyfield is fine.
Okay.
Holyfield.
That's right.
Holyfield.
So much more gruesome.
Actually,
I feel
Hollyfield
like you should
works.
be at 1 HP from those descriptions.
All right, since you had killed one zombie, now it's the Skelly's turn. So we're going to go back to Alistair's Skelly. This one, approaches Alistair from right here. They pretty much got you surrounded at this point. You're completely surrounded almost, other than the wolf behind you. But the zombie comes now. Hold on. Okay. And he goes to hit with his short sword. Normal roll. And what is that? Let's see what we got. Another high roll. Boy, I am just on fire tonight. On fire.
Yay.
Woo! On a nice hard battle. How crazy is that? A hard battle, and that's when Roll20 gives me all the high rolls. Aren't y'all lucky, man? Woohoo!
I feel so blessed.
All right. So as Alistair is getting, bit, he's gotten blood pouring, his ear is gone, one of his bare ears. He just had his back, has been bit, and the wound was slightly pulled open so the zombie could get more flesh in between its mouth. Alistair's shaking and just angered, but he doesn't see it. And before he even noticed it, right into his neck, a skeleton comes by and takes its short sword, the bones rising up. You hear it clanking, and all too late, he goes to look, and that's when it's able to sink the short sword right into his neck. Alistair pulls back, luckily not hitting any major wound, but the bear is looking hurt. His eyes look weary as he takes 4 more points of damage.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. Hanging in there. All right. It is the next Skelly's turn. This Skelly turns around, and being that you're flanked, I believe the skeleton would have advantage because that's the rules y'all decided for flanking, right?
Look,
It's
it's
not
not
flanked, is
on dual opposite sides. So this one's on my right, one's in front, so it needs to be behind.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fine then. That's fine. As long as, I'll give you a bit, do that. All right, so this skeleton turns around to Malkavia. No advantage. And it goes to hit you. Let's see what we go. Oh, another high roll. What the F? 17.
Yay!
Tony, I don't think you're allowed to use Roll20 anymore.
Y'all had no problems when I always roll low. Now I'm actually having a night where I'm rolling high. It's like, Roll20 sucks. All right. So this skeleton turns around. It's been, hit in the back by Malkavia, and it turns around. and inside you see the pinpoints of red. Not red, because skeletons actually have a white light. You see a little bit of white pinpoints inside the sockets, and they seem to beam at you with malevolence after being hit, and its bones slightly cracked. It takes its short sword up high. Malkavia, expecting the skeleton to come down with a forward thrust, puts his sword up to block it, but at the last moment, the skeleton, being smarter than he realized, because it used to be a warrior, is able to come under his defenses and slash at the front of his stomach. Malkavia fears the sword cut into his belly and slice across his actual belly button. The pain is
it
excruciating.
cuts really deep.
Yeah, the pain is excruciating. As he looks around to his friends, he sees a little bit of his stomach blood, and he tries to push his stomach back together. The skeleton seems to pull its sword back and just it lets out a little laugh as you take 8 points of damage. Wow, and I'm rolling high on damage, and dude, I don't get it, man. It's being vicious tonight.
I don't get it either.
It's a mean bitches tonight. Roll 20 doesn't want y'all to survive, apparently. Okay.
This is the TPK session. All right.
All right.
Turn around.
So now this skeleton
Paladin hasn't had a turn yet.
This skeleton moves up, and it's going to try to get the woofy. And he goes to attack the wolf with his short sword. Normal roll. Come on, low roll. Let's see if you have mercy on y'all. Okay, I rolled a 10. See? Does that hit the wolf?
It does not. I hate pointing this out, but it does look like it's flanked with the other skeleton that's by the bear diagonally.
What'd you say?
It looks like it's flanked with the other skeleton diagonally with the wolf.
The one behind the wolf.
Yeah, that's well, not
right.
Well, yeah, because he'd be on that spot, and then he's here, and then you'd be. Yes, you're technically diagonal. Yes, so okay.
So it'll have advantage.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
It looks like.
Thank you for your honesty. Enjoy your death.
Wow. Ouch.
Oh
no!
You had to
That's
do
why.
it. You had to point it out.
Out of all the times not to say something, right?
You had to
I'm
point
honest,
it out.
okay?
No, being honest is the best way. That's the best way, man. It's not fun if you win by cheating, because then you don't feel the sense of real victory. So all right. So
Isn't that Eli's character anyway? So he's like, eh.
Yeah.
oh, you better hope you don't watch the stream. All right. So
Like,
this thing comes.
It's not my character.
This skeleton comes up, and it too has malevolence in his eyes, and it looks at the wolf. You're not able. Thalaris is not able to. He sees the skeleton, but he's not able to really get any defensive or mount anything, because he's in a position where the bear is right, in back of him. There's another skeleton, so he's completely not able to really get any type of area to move around and try to, get away from this hit. So when the skeleton comes down, all he can really do is almost just duck down a little bit, and it literally cuts off a piece of his paw. Not the whole paw, but the things that would be considered 2 fingers. You see it chop off, and the skeleton, not only does it cut it as the wolf is screaming in pain, it pushes the sword down to make sure it completely severs the pieces. And you see it push it and kick the little pieces of the wolf paw away. And you take a total of 5 points of damage. You're not hobbled or prone or anything, but the pain is almost unbelievable to Thalaris, as he's seeing blood spitting out the piece, what used to be 2 little digits on his wolf paw.
I'm sorry, Tony. You cut out. How many points of damage?
5 points of damage.
It wasn't double crit.
Can you repeat all of that again?
Wait, did we miss all that? Did you already miss all that?
I heard
No,
something.
I just missed the damage.
Oh, okay.
Just the damage. Do you double damage when you crit?
Well, we did. I used another dice roll, but if we're doing double damage, then basically it would just be 6 damage instead of 5, because the initial damage was 3. Is that what we all are doing? Roll 20 automatically rolls a crit dice, but if it's double, then it's just going to be 3 plus 3, so that'd be 6 damage instead of 5.
I think we were rolling double dice, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll roll another dice then to be.
You got it.
truly-
3.2, 3 plus 2, 5. You got it.
We really want Ellie dead.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right, so double
So
damage. I've rolled 2 dice. I thought you were saying just double the initial damage. Okay.
6 damage overall because it's 3 times 2. So done.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. Okay, however y'all do it. All right, so 6 damage total goes to Thalaris as his little wolf paw gets chopped off. Well, not the whole paw, just a piece of paw. All right, and now the next skeleton, he kind of moves up, or moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He sees that everything's pretty much handled and then goes for coffee.
Let's just go there. And 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, it's 35 feet away, or actually about 40. The range is 80, so we're fine on range. Okay, this skeleton takes his short bow, and he's going to try to attack you with the short bow, Malkavia. All right, it's a 12, so it looks like he misses.
Yes, he does.
All right, so you see the skeleton, you don't even see it, but at the last, right as you've been hit, by the zombie and by the other skeleton, you're just lucky enough because you were looking in the direction as you had initially been holding up your sword to block. From the corner of your eye, at that last second, you pull your head back as you see a bow or an actual arrow go whizzing through you. It hits and goes into the wall and shatters right by Hans. Luckily it doesn't hit Hans or anything, but he sees the arrow hit the wall and fall to the ground, but you do not get hit. All right, and now I'll move this out of the way. It is Nat's turn.
Finally.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you roll a 3.
Okay. So.
Asinor, sweetheart, it'd be nice if you could get into this fight. Been at it for quite some time. It would be great if you got out of that hallway and actually did something, yes?
6 seconds.
Okay, so I pick up Faraday and yeet him like a football. No,
I'm going to need a contested strength roll for that. Oh, we got to take a break in a few minutes.
Yeah. So, that strength drain thing that the shadows did, that required a saving throw, right?
No,
What did-
they just have to touch you.
Yeah,
Oh,
just have to
shit,
touch
all
it.
right.
I wish it was a saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to walk in and I'm going to walk in and go up to that one skeleton that's kind of in front of Faraday. Yeah, that's got that's double teaming Malkavia right now.
Okay, so you want to go to the skeleton that's in front of Faraday, so you want to go right. I'll use the stick right here.
Basically, he's getting into flank position on that skelly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right here, or do you want to go right next to the
It would
wolfy
be in
guy?
between the skelly and the wolf. So in that, yep, right there.
Okay. That puts you right there. Whoops. Okay.
The shield's so big.
Yeah, he's damn big ass, damn dragon guy.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And I'm
So,
going to take a swing at that skelly boy.
all right. So now you get him. He missed. I know Nat. If he doesn't say anything, he missed.
I'm calculating.
You
Can't do
missed.
math quickly. I'm sorry. That is a 18.
Oh, actually, no. You're hitting the skeleton. Then yes, you did hit.
Oh boy, and max damage. So that's 11 damage.
All right. How do you want to do it? One skelly's down.
Yes.
So Raznor sees that this is kind of not going great. So to take some of the pressure off Malkavia, he rushes over and cleaves through this skeleton's spine, just reducing it to dust.
Nice.
All All right.
I feel like he like runs in and Louisville sluggers it, you know.
The running start.
All right. Anything else you want to do? Any bonus actions or anything like that, or? Hello? Still hear me?
I think Nat disconnected, but he's coming back.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. What was that?
Is there anything else you want to do in that, or are you just staying right there?
Is there anything else I can? Yeah, no, that's it for now.
And don't forget, chat. The more subs we get, the more dancing I do, and we appreciate any subs. And if you're Amazon, you can sub absolutely for free. It won't cost anything. I do know at break I will be dancing and doing an 80s song. We're going to be having a break probably about as soon as this fight is over, but that, you know, hopefully it won't be too long. We don't know. All right, so you've got that, and you're just hanging out where you're at. You said. So that means it is back to the top of the round because it is Thalaris' turn.
All right. For some reason, the map went blue.
Yeah, blue.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime.
Wait, what happened?
It's dark.
The camera on the map in the stream.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, that's ever since they did the update with the new update for drivers, it's a known issue. We easily fix it. It's just ticking a box. But whenever you see it like turn off on camera, it takes all the white out of the color, so it's just red and like blue. It's like really weird. So they got to work on that. I guess they'll fix it in the next update. Anyway, Thalaris' turn.
Thalaris is going to bite the skeleton that's behind his good druid friend there, the one that gave flanking.
The one. So let me point to which one. Let me point with the stick. You're biting the one next to Razanor.
No, the one back closer to the door behind.
The one in between Scraps and the bear.
All right, that one. Okay.
Yep. And he will have pack tactics as a wolf.
Okay. So you move one spot down. That's plenty. You got plenty of movement. Go ahead. Roll it up.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yep, you got it. If you hit, the 14 hits. What's
it? The damage is 6 points of piercing damage. And then it has to make a strength saving throw, DC 11, or be knocked prone.
Let me check my stat trackers to make sure. Okay, prone is fine. They just can't be exhausted. And they had to make a what? Strength?
Strength saving throw, DC 11.
He's a skeleton. He has no muscles.
I mean, in theory, right?
Sounds like he hasn't been drinking enough milk.
Ooh, okay. Well, he definitely failed. So he's not prone.
And actually,
and how much
damage? 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And he's got 2 of those left. He will use Balm of the Summer Court as his bonus action on Malkavia.
All right.
What does that do?
Unfortunately, I rolled a 1, so you will gain 1 hit point and 1 temporary hit point.
I'm happy with that. That doubled my HP.
There you go.
Hey, that works, man.
And that's his turn.
All right. So now Malkavia got some life back in him. It is now the Shadow's turn. Only the Shadow knows. So the Shadows are moving up. And this first one is going to move right in here. It's going to try to go for Mr. Bramblebeard again. And let's roll our dice 20 in here. I rolled a 20, nat 20.
Good
Yikes.
God.
Yep. Nat 20 for the shadow, so that means shadow does 2 dice 6 plus 2. So just double that.
I mean, what are the chances? Like
You got double the dice, not the modifier.
10.
Yeah, double the dice. So it's a
And
4d6. 4d6.
Or well, either way, just don't double the modifier.
All right. And then plus 2, so it's 16 points of damage. And they drain you 1d4 strength. So let's do that with 2 strength drained.
Okay.
All right.
I'm still a bear.
That bear is amazing. Like I think everybody wants to do 2 levels of druid just for a bear form now.
A tough son of a. That's one tough son of. You ever see the movie? What was it? 310 to Yuma. It's like that for a one-legged rancher. That's one tough son of a bitch. That's a bear, man. Tough son of a bitch right there. All right, so
I'm barely a bear, but I'm still a bear.
all right, so you've had 3 strength drained.
Your jokes are unbearable.
You've got a little bit of damage on. You took 16 points of damage, and your total of 3 strength drained because you had that one from before. Thank for stat trackers for being able to be so cruel. Watch, the whole party is going to be like, what?
Since he's in bear form now, wouldn't that strength drain be separate?
I don't
I'm
believe
not sure how that
so.
works.
I'm not counting it that way.
Okay.
I would count it just total strength coming off. I would think his base. I would think, because when he reverts back, he's going to have that strength damage. Well, we'll see what happens. If he gets so low, then we'll know. All right. So now it is the next shadow's turn.
But that would be great.
And there's going to move up. And this one is going to get kind of in the space. We're right here. And he's going to diagonal try to hit. Let's roll the dice to see who he hits since it's fair. I'll roll my own personal dice 20 here. All right, we'll roll it up here. 10 to 20, it hits Malkavia. 11 to 20, it hits Raz.
Oh crap.
It hits Malkavia. All right,
Now he
so
What?
all right, so
Roll bad. Roll bad. It's time to roll bad.
Hey, I'm the tank. I can take it.
all right, so it rolls a 12, which means it missed Malkavia anyway. Oh, 12 plus. Oh, excuse me, 12 plus 4. I'm sorry.
No.
Let me make, yep.
Oh,
So
wait a minute.
So 16.
Oh, wait a minute. I have the protection fighting style. Roll that again.
What,
Yes.
but that helps him.
Is he with him? Is he within 5 feet of you?
No, he's not. No, you're not. You can see the space. You're with he's 10 feet away from you.
Wait. I thought you said 10 and up was Malkavia, or 10 below was Nat.
Wait, no. I said 10 and 11 to 20 was Nat. 1 to 10 was Malkavia. Stop trying to fool me. I ain't no punk sucker. All right, so you're not within the 5 feet. You can see the square clearly between y'all. So, so you're going to take at 16. Does that hit you, Malkavia?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 2. So let's roll that. 1, 2 plus 2. You take 8 points of damage. And then and then a d4. Then you take 3 points of strength damage.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
It's okay. I got you. I got you, fam.
Does that mean I failed my first death saving throw?
No, it's part of the same instance of damage.
Are you down, Malkavia?
Oh yeah. I only had 4 HP.
Okay. All right, so
Scrap shouts from the other side of the room. Okay, man! Right down the side of his face.
I did not anticipate y'all to fight this way. This is not how I thought this was gonna go. I thought y'all would do something else. I was telling JC what I thought y'all gonna do. You did not do that. You went in and poked with the stick. Totally not what I expected. This is one of those cases where the party always does the thing you never would have thought of. I thought of all the contingencies except poke with stick. All right, so you're down, I guess. So that shadow went. It is now Faraday's turn.
It's crazy. It's like it's all these dead things and we have no clerics.
Yeah.
Legit.
I got him.
One move.
I
We have
mean,
2
if we were
druids.
level 3, I could probably do something about it, but
A cleric would be
I mean-
extremely useful right here.
We have 4 people that can heal, though, right? Scratch, two
yeah, we have
druids,
lots.
and a
We're
paladin.
fine.
Yeah, you should be good.
All right. Can I get the alternate camera angle here so I can get a better view of what I'm looking at?
JC, give him another camera angle so he can get like the above view, so he can give a better view of what he's looking at.
A battle cam view, like the lower.
Above cam view.
No. Not. I want the other view, the closer one, so I can.
Oh, the
see-
closer one. You want the battle cam? Okay.
Yeah.
Give him battle cam view, he said.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. One's strategic view and one's battle cam view.
All right. So, okay. So the question. So that zombie that's all the way to the right of the. It's 1 square to the right of the shadow in front of me, that where Malkavia is. Is that zombie technically engaged with Malkavia, even though Malkavia is down?
Well, I mean, I guess the next round the zombie might attack him again. Now he's down. Try eating him. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have a sneak attack. Yes.
Does sneak attack even go off on a dead in 5th edition?
Yeah.
Sneak
Yeah,
attack.
it's just flat. It's not based on a race, class, or anything. It's based on
Okay.
positioning.
Okay, that's cool. All right. 'Cause it used to be you couldn't get, that was the bane of the rogue, was undead. You couldn't get sneak attacks on him or backstabs. All right. Yeah, go ahead. You got sneak attack on him.
Okay, so since I have sneak attack, I will say, listen, you disgusting feral creature! I can't believe you downed Malkavia. That was really, it's punching down, and I'm just gonna shoot my my
Oh my god!
bolt at
Even
that
in death.
zombie.
I know, right? Harsh, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna take a shot with my crossbow. 18.
You know, yep, that hits the zombie.
All right, and here's sneak attack damage is 15 points of damage.
Woo! That's that good stuff, baby. That's that good stuff. All right. Oh, minus.
Don't worry, Malkavia. I will avenge you.
He's not. That one's not down, but you know, when you went to. Do you want to describe what you do or how you hit it?
I pull out the bolt and I shoot it in the eye.
All right. So now it has a crossbow. You know, you take out your crossbow, you notch it. It goes whistling through the air. As it hits the eye, you see the fleshy part of the eye actually explode because eyes are actually liquid, and a smell, you know, permeates as the liquid seems to splash until Malkavia, you know, and you could smell it coming from here of liquefied rotten eye.
And in between the light and the dark here, Faraday sees maybe the hint of a thumbs up from Malkavia as it falls back to the floor.
And that's it.
For the rest of my action, I will back into the doorway and take cover, aka hide.
All right, so you're going back in there.
Oh, you're just gonna close the door.
Roll me. Well, if you're gonna try to hide, roll me a stealth. Roll me a stealth check. Give me a stealth here.
Fair enough. Here you go. Stealth check.
Yeah, if you close that door, that wasn't a thumbs up. It was something else.
That's messed up.
Finger.
All right, so you're stealthy right now. All right. Okay. So Faraday has run back there with his move. He's back in the room. Malkavia is down with eyeball crap all over him, smelling like God knows what. Raz is chilling. It is now Hans Sullivan's turn.
Ray of Frost, the zombie on the right there, up in front of Hans.
Okay, the one that Faraday just hit.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a natural 19 for 25 to hit.
Well, you definitely
And
hit the zombie.
6 points of the ice damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it? He's down.
Sweet. I'm going to freeze him, and then I will use my movement after he's frozen I'm going to charge through it and try and get flanking the shadow with Raz, if I can.
All right. So you're gonna move through, kind of jump over Malkavia, go there, and then flank on the other side of the shadow. Okay.
Yes.
The other side of the shadow is now flanked by Hans on the other side. Let's turn you a little bit towards
Go Hans with the ballsy move there. If Malkavia was up, he would say something to Faraday about how this wizard stepped up, but you know.
I didn't know you went Warcaster. God damn.
That was pretty good.
That's my turn.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. We got a few of them up still. All right, so now it is Scrap's turn.
I like push the door out of my way to run all the way across the straight, kind of past where Faraday was, over to the side of Malkavia.
Do you slam the door into Faraday's face?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, let me slam it. Kaboof.
Nice. I like run past, and as I run past, I like reach into the little like bandolier that I have like hanging off my shoulder. Syringe that has this kind of like dark ambery kind of yellow liquid in it. And as I like run forward, I scream for Malkavia, tears running down the side of my face, and I just run up and slam it into his chest, and then just put my other hand on the back and just push all of the liquid into his body. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
All right. 2 hit points.
Nice. Yeah, for 2 hit points.
I'm alive.
Just barely.
Just barely. Get knocked down again. I'm dead.
So yeah, I'm basically just like flanking we're like on the opposite side from where the shadow is on Malkavia. So like kitty corner.
All right. So you wanted to get where? I'm sorry.
Kitty corner from the shadow, like on the other side of Malkavia.
What's your movement?
30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The closest you could get is on this side of the shadow.
No, I want to be closer back towards like the door wall. Sorry, like right on the opposite end.
Okay, you want to be on the wall?
Not on the wall, just closer to like on that side of Malkavia.
Okay, gotcha.
So like 1 step towards the shadow from where I am, right there. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, I'll use the stick next time. I keep forgetting to use the stick. We're ordering a laser pointer for today. We're using the low-tech stick.
Did you get that little compass token?
Compass. Oh yeah, I should get. I checked the laser pointer. Rich suggested because he said that's what he uses. And you just point with the laser pointer
Like,
where people.
Which way is north in this dungeon?
North would be. Hold on, I'll use my hand. Where I'm pointing.
Okay, got it.
Okay, yeah. So then I would just put it in like I go 15 feet east and 5 feet northeast.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, it is now. Let me go back. Scraps went. It is now Malkavia's turn with his 2 hit points. You're up, Malkavia?
Yeah.
You just see Scraps with tears in his eyes and snot running down his nostrils and drool and everything. He's just a wreck.
I guess I use my movement to get up. That's half movement, right?
Yeah, because that's kind of like your prone. I think that uses like a bonus action or something, one of your actions.
Is it just half movement? Okay.
Yeah, you still can attack or something. Yeah, you still can attack.
So I look back at Scraps and I say, "It's okay, buddy. Thank you." And then I also go, "What the hell was that? It feels weird." And then let's see, what is that in between the shades? Is that another skeleton or is that a zombie?
That's a skeleton. And remember, you have 3 strength damage off.
Cool. I don't use strength.
Good, perfect.
Let's see. And then there's that one skelly in the very back, right?
Yep.
How far away is that?
From you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Beyond
40,
my
40,
range, right?
40 feet. No, your range is 80 feet with a short bow, right? I
Well,
would
yeah,
think.
but that means I would. Okay. Um.
You got one skeleton that's still prone from the wolf, too.
Oh.
Don't
Oh, but
forget
that's
about that.
around. Actually, yes, that's what I'll do. I will use my bonus action to disengage from the shade, so I avoid him, and I'm going to
But didn't
curve
you
around.
use your bonus action to get up? I'm
No, half my movement.
half. Okay, so you can do 3 then. You can move 3.
Would that get me in range to the prone skelly?
1, 2, 3. Yep, you'd be able to hit him. I'd say from right here. Line of sight. It's line of sight in here, so as long as you got the line of sight, you can see him.
Okay.
All right, so you move down there, you disengage, you 15 feet. Go ahead, shoot him. Or, yeah, because you're not far, you can't hit him with your sword, so you'd have to shoot him.
Oh, so I would switch. What's our rule on switching weapons mid-combat?
I'm not going to charge you for that right now.
Oh, thank you.
We'll work it
So-
out. We'll decide on that after the game. So.
All right. And since this is prone, though, that's disadvantage, right?
Well, you got advantage. Yeah. Well, he's got. I thought you would have advantage since he's prone.
Yeah, but if it's a ranged attack, he has disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
That's why I was like, do I get the rapier attack or not? But if that's the case,
So
then-
much
then-
good players I have. They're always honest, stream.
so in that case, then let me stay back where the shade is. Sorry, and I will actually move to get closer to that one skelly right by Nat that's in between the shades, I guess, so I can try and attack it.
Okay,
With the
so you
rapier.
just want to move in front of the shade.
Yeah, so I don't have to use my bonus action there because I'm still engaging with the shade. So I just slide over, and then I want to attack it with the rapier.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead. Oh,
17.
that definitely hits.
All right. $12 damage.
Well, that one hasn't been hit yet, if I'm not mistaken, either, right? Yep. So that's the first one.
Is that a?
All right.
Was that a shadow or was that the zombie?
It was the skelly or
The
whatever
skelly.
that thing is.
Yeah, it's the skelly.
Yeah, because I took what Alistair said that I'll need something a little more, or maybe Faraday said need something a little more magical to hit these shades.
All right. All right. So you go up there. You did 12 points of damage. That's a huge hit. So, Malkavia gets up. He's able to look at Scraps. Scraps has a little, it's almost like a Japanese anime where his eyes get all big and they look all like a cute little kitten, like, hey, Malkavia. And Malkavia gets up. He gives the little, almost a Han Solo, like, I know. Look at Scraps. And then he goes over to the skeleton. The skeleton's already kind of engaged with Raz, or about to hit Raz, and he takes his rapier. Now, normally a rapier is just piercing damage, obviously, and technically they're immune or not immune, but oh no, they're only they don't have immunity. So you take your rapier and you are able to take it into the actual base where the spine connects into the head of the skeleton, and Raz actually sees the part of your rapier come out through the nose bone, right below the nose and above the mouth. So it's actually coming out right here. The skeleton's up. You see teeth like fly off and bits of bone chunk off right onto Raznar, and they hit the ground with a little clank.
My thanks.
Anytime. And now I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage from the shade so I can loop to the other side of Raz.
All right. So you're going to move here. All right. Gotcha. Oh.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So what do we got up now? We got we got 3 skeletons and 3 zombies still. Yep, and that's correct. Just making sure we're not out of sync here. All right, so now it is Alistair Bramblebeard's turn.
All right, so I rear up on my back paws, and I'm going to attack the zombie or skeleton, whatever's in front of me. I think it's a zombie.
Yep, it's a zombie.
All right, so bite first. Oh,
Get him.
17 plus 4 because of my strength drain, so that's 21.
Do you take
And
the
then,
strength damage into account?
Yes, reduced damage. That's plus 4 instead of plus 5. As a bear. I mean, plus 3 instead of plus 4 as a bear. Sorry.
All right.
And then that does 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to rake with my claws. That will miss heartily.
All right. So you did a total of how much total?
I only did 6 points of damage.
All right, 6.
Then I'm going to use a bonus action in my bear form. Should I heal my bear form or just let it drop? I'm going to heal it. So I'm going to use a bonus action and a spell slot to heal myself for 8 points of damage. I mean, 8
Nice.
points. Might last another bite or two.
All right, just adjusting all these here. Okay. All right.
And as far as positioning, I guess I'll stay right there since I'm surrounded.
Oh, all right.
You can't. Can you cast spells in wild shape?
You cannot, but I can use spell levels to heal myself because I'm a druid of the moon
So I thought, okay,
as a bonus
that's
action.
nice. That's
Yes,
nice.
that helps.
All right. So
As a bonus. Sweet.
So both these zombies now, there's two zombies are looking heavily damaged next to Alistair. You know, they both look like they're ready to fall apart. Then you've got one zombie that's kind of up strong that doesn't look like she's had any damage. Then you've got, it looks like one skeleton that's damn near falling apart, another one that's taken damage from the last round, and then of course you got that one over there that's looking up strong because it's been shooting from a distance. All right, it is now the zombie's turn. The first zombie's going to once again attack, Mr. Bramblebeard because he's surrounded by zombies. Come on, survive this, Bramblebeard. Come on now. Come on. You can do this.
Stop hitting me.
Stop. Well, I mean, now you make me feel bad. Don't make me feel bad, man.
That's okay. I can take it.
Okay.
Apparently, Team 6 is the last team that went in here and zombies.
That was a bad team, right?
They're actually behind y'all a little bit. They decided to have a whole episode where they committed a murder and got away with a murder within the town after escaping with the murder, and then slaughtered another person and ate that and then cannibalized that person. So
Oh my god.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
yeah, they rolled on a different vibe than y'all. so it's each party has their like really cool things about it, so it's just both. It's interesting to see how everybody handles problems. Anyway, I rolled a nice 20, so I know that hits. I'm just rolling high all day tonight, and that's 2 damage. So this zombies, even though this one zombie's damaged and looks like part of its arm is missing and part of its leg is missing, it's still, I got a piece of hair in my mouth, sorry stream, is able to bite on it, takes its hands and it grabs onto that wound that's already in Alistair's back, and it literally rips. You see the skin, you can hear it. It's like almost sounds like somebody's ripping like a sheet or a blanket, but it's very uncomfortable. It makes the hair on the back of your neck stand. Alistair lets out this horrible growl of pain and desperation. And the zombie is sitting there eating another chunk with its one few little pieces of its hand that's still good. And again, you take 2 points of damage there from that zombie.
Okay.
Okay, and the next zombie is going to try to attack you again. This one, come on, miss, damn it. Yes, see, I rolled low. All right, so that one misses. All right, it goes to this one. It sees the other one, and it's quickly trying to get its piece, and it sees your ear. So it goes now to try to grab because the ear is now bleeding, and, you know, it's drawn.
But I don't have an ear, do I? My ear is gone.
I know. That's right. So it's drawn to the... Stop! You broke me up, man. So it's drawn. It goes to get the ear, but there's no ear there. And instead, as the zombie goes to clamp down, it just kind of like it just gets the gushing blood that's still coming out of the ear in its mouth, and you can see it kind of like almost try to catch it like a waterfall because the zombies are desperate for any flesh or any living thing. So it kind of catches the blood, and it's like wiping it down. It's what's left of its jaw because this zombie just has a tongue. There's no lower jaw of it. All right.
Water fountain.
Yeah, water fountain. All right, so next zombie. All right, so this zombie tries to get you now. Oh, Jesus, man. All right, well, I'm rolling high, man. Rolling 19. So this comes in. This zombie's kind of fresh, and, you know, it finally is getting its chance. And now it goes down. It realizes it's not going to, it doesn't really think, but it just sees your paw. And it quickly goes to the ground. You're not able to pay attention to it because you're looking up high, having this thing that just kind of water fountains your ear and was drinking, kind of trying to drink your blood, while the other zombie had just grabbed into the fleshy, fatty wound on your back. So this one's able to actually bite right into your paw, and it bites out one of your nails because, you know, bears have claws. With such intense force, it literally rips the claw out of the actual socket of your, you know, your paw. So it's kind of like the equivalent of having your fingernail ripped off, and you actually see flesh and nerve pieces dangling from the end of the claw as it puts it in its mouth, and you could hear it clicking in between its teeth as it's sucking the flesh off the end of your claw.
Alistair's gonna need counseling after this.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's the skeleton's turn. Let's do the skeleton from afar. It's gonna go ahead and shoot. Hans is close, so it's gonna try to get Hans with the. Let's see, can it catch? Wait, what's this movement on my skeleton? Where my stat trackers go? I dropped it. There we go. 30 feet. No, he can't make it, but he will try to get close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he can make it. Okay, so he can make it to Hans. All right, so he just is able to make it, Hans, so he's going to try to swipe at you.
All right.
It looks like JC is moving our camera for another type of shot here. Let me get my vape out the way. All right, so skeleton goes to short sword you. Normal roll, because you're not flanked or anything. Well,
No, he's by himself.
I'm
He's got a caddy corner with the...
I'm going to move into flank position then, just to be an asshole.
Would a skeleton be smart enough to do that?
Let's let the stream decide. Should I be a nice DM and not randomly have moved the skeleton into that spot? Or should I be evil DM and just put him in that spot for a nice little advantage on Hans Sullivan? Hans hasn't really felt any heat this adventure, so it'd be nice to see him get a little heat now.
I mean, I have mage armor up, so I'm a little tankier.
No one's answering. Feel like the skeleton would have rushed in, but that's one of y'all talking, I think.
Stop cheating, Malkavia.
Good try, Knighthood. Good try. I tried to cheat. Feel like the skeleton would have rushed in. We know that's somebody from the stream. No wolf flank stat trackers. Oh, I wonder who that is. Yeah, stat trackers. Wow. All right, he won't flank. Okay, guys. God knows. Okay. All right.
Your rolls are already very impressive.
All right. All right. No.
You're probably gonna hit
on us
anyway.
anymore.
All right. No, I'm gonna miss. Watch. Let's see what I got.
Look at that. We got 4 people in a row saying
I
that
got
wouldn't-
13. 13.
I misses with my mage armor. I have 15.
See, and you were all worried. See.
Yes.
All right, so he misses. So this skeleton, he comes in with this short sword drawn. It puts its bow kind of, I guess it drops it on the ground or whatever because it was using a bow. And it comes creeping in. You hear it clicking across this ground. The bone toes clicking on the stone as it approaches Hans. Hans, is already looking at the shadow, so he's really not able to pay attention to it. But luckily, maybe he was just, for whatever reason, the gods were smiling upon him, and he just was bending down at the time when the skeleton goes to strike, and it goes right over the top of Hans. Hans looks back, and he's like, whoa, and kind of like almost wipes the sweat from his brow, realizing how close he just came to death.
I would have hit if I didn't have mage armor up.
So you take no damage because it missed. And let's see who goes next. Sorry, I had to talk to JC right there. And next, another skelly. This skeleton, all right, is now going to attack Raz because this is the closest to Raz. So let's
Bro.
come at you. Okay. Let's see what the skeleton gets on you. $16.
No.
Does he miss?
He does indeed miss.
All right. So this skeleton, goes to attack your paladin. There's no fear in Raz's eyes as he sees the skeleton approach. He actually looks at his sword, has his shield, knocks it with his sword like the 300 Spartans. Skeletons, you want my weapon? Come and get them. And he sits there and hitting his shield, and he spits on the ground. There's a little bit of fire comes out of his mouth as he spits, and the skeleton comes to hit him. Instead, it just goes, as it raises up and tries to hit him, Raz easily deflects it with his shield, and then you can see this clang of the blade hits his shield as the skeleton kind of shakes with the vibrations. Raz just laughs. Is that all? It's all right. So now, next skeleton is prone. It gets up. Since the wolf attacked it, it's going to go for the wolf. The Lars. It's going to short sword it. If I could get the darn thing. Oh, there we go. All right. And let's see what we got. Ooh, negative. I rolled a natural 1, I believe. All right. So critical fail. So
And its weapon hits the other skeletons.
No. So the skeleton gets up to, because I've been knocked down, from the wolf the last round, from this vicious jump by Thalaris, just sailing across this 5 feet of space to knock this wolf down, knock the skeleton down. And as the skeleton goes to get up, it tries to take its sword to hit the wolf, but unfortunately it didn't realize that when it fell, it also had knocked the stone loose. So as it goes, its footing, the ball of the bone of the foot gets caught underneath and hits and actually slips. The skeleton actually falls down and goes prone again.
God.
We'll just have a little prone for you because I felt like doing something interesting. I think JC's trying to get battle cam ready here. Whenever we got it. All right, so next it is Razanor's turn.
From outside the door, you hear, "Jesus, Razanor, would you do something already?"
Oh God. Huh. So if I if I move to sort of in front of Scraps, would I be able to angle my breath weapon so that I only get those shadows and not any of our party?
If you move in front of Scraps, how wide is your breath weapon in a cone?
It's a 15-foot cone.
It's gonna hit. If you angled in front of Scraps and then turn to be an angle, it's going to hit the skeleton, the shadow, and the Hans Sullivan.
What if he just shut it out from where he is right now? Like, because then there's the skelly right in front of him, and then on the right and left are the shades. And if he just went straight back, that's 15 feet across.
Yep. Yeah. If he just shot from where he's at now,
Stream,
just-
everything blue on the stream.
everything went blue on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll go get that right now. That's that glitch. It's horrible. We hate it, but it happens. Takes 2 seconds to fix. Like I said. So anyway, while he's doing that, yeah. If you did a 15-foot cone, now does it 15? Now with that breath weapon, does it start like at a cone of cold where it's 5 feet kind of wide at its base and 15 feet, or should we just assume from the wording? I'm thinking that it's just 15 feet directly from where you're standing. There's no type of, it doesn't need to go a certain distance to actually reach its full zenith.
I think it's 15 feet at the end and 15 feet wide, and then like 10 feet wide, one in, and then 5 feet wide at the point closest to you.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then how far does it go? What's the range? Like
15
So
feet
it's like-
long. The end is 15 feet wide.
so
Yeah,
it's
so it's
15
like-
feet long and 15 feet wide.
So it'd be 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you
Starting
blew it from
from-
where you are now, you would just get the skeleton. If you got in front of Scraps, you wouldn't hit Hans Sullivan, but you would just get the shadow. And then if you turn to your left, you could get the shadow and one zombie.
If you stand right beside Hans, I think you can get all three of them. Like
Yeah.
shadow, skeleton, shadow.
Yeah, because it would be a straight line. If he stands right beside Hans, just
If he stands right beside Hans, like right next to him, here I'll put the stick on the spot. If he stands right here and aims like right here, and then
Towards
he
the
aims,
bear.
and then he aims his breath weapon this way, it's gonna spread out here. It's gonna hit this guy. It's gonna hit this guy. And then where's Malkavia at? Oh, nope. You'll be safe, Malkavia, because it's only a 10-foot wide at that point, and then 15-foot wide here. So you would hit though. Yeah, you would hit the wolf, Thalaris at the end.
Wait,
But
wait,
Malkavia would be safe. And
Tony, I think if he was standing right beside Hans, right by the buttress, so it's that space right beside the wizard, behind the shade. So
Oh yeah.
in between that, and it's a straight row, like 1, 2, 3. So it'd be shade, skeleton, shade, like in a very straight line.
And all the
Yeah,
excess
and-
from the cone would go north of them, basically. Like they'd be on the south side of his cone. if
all
he
right,
was-
I'm gonna point with the
Yeah,
stick.
the
You tell
wolf-
me where he wants to stand.
So
So I think he wants to go 2 spaces west, 1 space north. Am I right?
2 east, 1 north. Yeah.
2 east, 1 north.
All right. Okay. So he would be right below Hans Sullivan.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's shooting his breath weapon to the west, right?
West, northwest, whatever. It's a cone, so yeah, it kind of goes on a weird angle.
Because if he shoots it west and it spreads out, and that's why I was asking how it spreads, it's going to end up spreading out because here's 5 feet. Then you've got 10 feet, which is these 3, or this, because 5, and then that 2, and then you've got these 3. So,
Well, yeah, but if he can catch him on the outside of the cone. Like he doesn't have to. They don't have to be in the center of the cone. They can be on the outside of the cone.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
I
there's
see what
the-
you're
the
saying.
Shadow, the skeleton and the space behind him, and then the shadow and the 2 spaces behind him would be the cone.
Right. So you need to get yourself one of those little cone things.
the angles, yeah, the geometry.
Yeah.
Well, I know the way I know the way it works with the cones up here is like if it does form a cone, the first square in front is the smallest part of the cone. Then the next squares in front of it spread out a little, and then the next squares spread out a little more, giving that angle feel. I'm just trying to make sure that what you're doing, the cone would be appropriate and put in the right spot here.
The cone only expands in one direction from the center line, right? So like it wouldn't expand any farther towards like the door and like the south side. It would all just be towards the north. It'd be like a straight line from him and directly, I guess, west. And then the rest of it would arc slightly to the north.
All right, so you're able to get then the shadow. What you're saying is you're going to be able to get the shadow, the skelly, and the other shadow.
Should be able to. Unless it's different. Like I don't want to step on your toes or anything. So.
Yes, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, Nat, what do you that you wouldn't do it?
Yeah, because you're using your fire breath, right?
Yeah.
And from the position I'm looking at here, because that's 10 feet out and then a 15-foot cone. Yes, that's gonna hit that wolf, man, because that cone spreads out like a triangle. It's basically a triangle down to you. So you'll be able to get, if you shot it west from where you're at now. I mean, if you turned it if you tried it diagonally, then it wouldn't hit anything from where you're at now, because it would be the first square would be right here.
Yeah. So if I move one
Down.
If I move one.
Just do it and hit the wolf.
All right.
Just do it and hit the wolf. Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
It won't hit the bear though, but you will hit the wolf.
All right.
Because your
Yeah,
cone.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because your cone spreads out 15 feet. So 1, 2, then 1, 2. So it's a total of everything in that line for your 15 feet out from each side. Then 10 feet out. So it's 1, 2, and then 1 square here. So you get
Each
that.
square's 5, right? So
Yeah.
the last square is 3. 3 squares, 2 squares, 1 square.
Yeah, you're doing it so like at the very end of the cone, it's like 30 feet wide, where it's only supposed to be like 3 wide.
3
at the very
squares. Yeah, so it'd be the empty space where the shade is in front of him, and the empty space where the shade is behind him. Then it would capture the skeleton and one in other space, and then the single space where the shade is right in front of Raz.
You should essentially hit both empty spaces on either side of the shade.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I
Give
see
you a
what
little
you're saying. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. So, okay. All right. So then it would get then this one, and this one, all 3 of them without hitting the wolf. Okay.
Right.
I was thinking that it was like 15 that you were saying.
Yeah,
it was
you were
10
making it
feet
way
on
stronger
each
than
side.
these spaces.
Yes, my bad. I thought it was
I
kind
mean, that would be speed in its own way. 'Cause then your cone weapon would be like way bigger.
All right. Okay. So go ahead and do that, Raz. Sorry for the confusion, guys.
All right. So they all need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. For the shadows, what is their dex?
Dealing shadows without any magical weapons in the party is already kind of a feat.
Yes, it is. So let's roll this d20, 15 plus 2. So that would be a 17 for the first shadow. Next shadow is 10. Does he fail? I take it the shadow with 10 failed.
Yes.
Okay, and then skeleton. Dex. Normal. And that was a 20 on the skeleton. I am just rolling insane.
Third nat 20. Or third or fourth nat 20. That's absurd.
All right.
Well,
Well, they're not nat.
I rolled max damage on the breath weapon, so thankfully that kind of cancels out a little bit. So, the shade that failed will take 12 fire damage, and the 2 other guys will take 6.
All right. So shade that failed. How much does he take, you said? The shade that failed?
12.
I'm sorry, 12?
Yes.
Okay, well, that one's down.
Huh.
Nice.
Okay, so the shade that took damage is down. He's down. All right, he failed. And then the other one you said took that passed. How much does the other one take?
6.
All right, so he's down 6.
They aren't resistant, right? To fire?
Oh, no, be honest. Yes, he's right. They are.
No, I thought it was thunder. They were resistant to the thunder wave.
No,
They're-
resistant to fire
Rammies,
too.
They're resistant to a lot.
I wasn't looking at my stat tracker. See, that's what happens. See, folks, I didn't have the stat tracker in my hand, and all right, so he only took half damage. So it would have been 6.
So we would have taken half from my firebolt then a while ago too. Hey.
All right, well, we'll just forget about that one. So once. Well, okay, from the shadow, I can add it to that. Actually, I know the one you hit then. Okay, so yeah, I can add that one.
I hit it for 6 total.
But the other one is still down, Nat. The other one is still down. So
Okay, good.
the one that failed still down. And then this one just takes 6.
Reduced to 3.
Yep, so...
Well, the skelly that got 6,
so
Skelly.
9. All right, so...
which is the one that I pierced earlier. So hopefully that knocks him out.
And the Skelly took 6 because he passed. And that was the one that you hit. Oh, man. It only took 6 damage. Well, let me see. The skeleton have any? Yeah, he passed, so it doesn't matter. All right, so minus 6. Ooh, that one skeleton, the one that is still up, it looks massively damaged now. I mean, this thing is falling apart. You know, as it's moving around, you see bits of fingers just falling to the ground. Its jaw is just falling off. What's left of its skull, little pieces are just falling, but it's still moving around by some miracle. Just barely. All right. And thank you for your honesty. See? Inspiration for honesty. You just got it. Give you inspiration.
I may be a rule lawyer prick, but I'm the same rule lawyer prick for everybody.
Well,
There you go.
Give yourself inspiration for your honesty.
I feel you there. I'm the same way.
All right. So you got inspiration for honesty. All right.
Actually, I would have had disadvantage.
So it's like, wait a minute. Well, if that's the case, then honesty might pay off. All right. So, and the other shadow, when you did damage in your last hit, what was it? What was it? Oh God.
So the shadow that passed, because
Took
that was 6
3.
damage, but reduced to 3 because
Well,
it's
no.
resistant.
Well, Scraps did damage on his last turn. I ain't gonna worry about it.
On my last turn, I healed Malkavia. My first turn, I did 6 fire damage to one of the shades, so that would have
Okay.
been half to 3.
Okay.
So
So
one
it
of them
should
that I
heal 3.
hit 3. I don't know which one.
I got it. I fixed him. Not a big deal. He still has damage. All right. So now it looks like because Razanor just went and everything, we are back to the top of the room here. And that means it is Thalaris' turn.
All right.
Oh, I got to describe that. Wait. Let me describe for the group and the people how that shadow went down because he did all that damage. All right, so Razanor comes by. You know, he turns around. You know, again, he had already been having he had beat his shield and everything else. And he bends over and you can see him inhaling, taking this huge, deep breath for just, it almost like so much air. It kind of like you see Faraday's torch kind of like go towards him just a little as the air is being sucked in. And then he lets it all out and it just completely eviscerated. One of the shadows, it doesn't burn it, but you see it almost like it makes, a horrible screeching, like, and then just dissipates into nothingness. The other shadow, just you see flame on the shadowy form, but it doesn't completely disappear. And then the skeleton, its bones, because it was just all in the line as he did this huge fire breath, you see the skeleton bones actually begin to blacken and char from his hit. And before we go, let's take a quick break because it's like 9:20. We haven't taken a break yet. And So we're going to take a quick break so I can keep my word of dancing for the people who have subbed tonight. Any more subs, and I'll dance next round too. But whoever it was, what was the song? Well, we're going to take this 5-minute break. So everybody go get a drink, go to the bathroom. Well, because it's the top of the round, so we know where we're at. And what was the song? Does the group want me to sing while dancing?
Hungry Like the Wolves by Duran Duran.
I like that song, so that is
82
okay.
classic.
I will go sing Hungry Like the Wolf. Let me pull it up and humiliate myself for your pleasure.
It's for all those great rolls.
Rolling 4 nat 20s in one night, yeah.
They weren't nat 20s, but they were added up to be 20s. Yeah, they weren't nats, though. All right. Let me... And we did get a sub, so let me...
You got 3 subs.
Oh, God, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be dancing forever. All right, here we go. Let me put the lyrics up so I can see them good here and move this tree so I can really get into this for your all's pleasure. Y'all sure you want me to do this? I mean, I don't have to do this stream if you'd rather not see me dance and humiliate myself.
Promise.
You said you would.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let me move this. I have to move this stuff over so I can get a good view here. Oh my God, it's a long ass damn song too. Come on, what the F? Dark in the city, night is a wire. Streaming the subway. High bloom drumming on your skin, it's so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. I smell like a sound, I lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Short on the line, it's just golden rhyme. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. My mouth is alive with juices like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Burn the ground, I break from the crowd. I'm on the hunt. Oh, now I messed it up. It's still the same thing. Sorry, guys. Sending a sound, I'm lost and I'm found. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Straight on a line, it's just gonna rhyme, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. Oh, all right. There's my dancing. Is my humiliation, is that good enough for everyone, or do I need to further? All right, I have fully humiliated myself for your pleasure. That is the things that we do around here. That's the way we play D&D, humiliating ourselves for the enjoyment of our group here. All right, I don't even want to imagine how many clips that's going to get us. I know Rich is going to clip that.
Oh yeah.
I already know. I'll be seeing that soon. It's not going anywhere. All right. I'm gonna go and I'll be back in like 2 seconds here, guys. Is everybody back yet anyway?
No. We're still
Okay.
waiting.
Okay, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Best DM in NA, what's that?
North America?
Oh, North America. Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back, and you can think of more songs that you want me to sing for your pleasure. In the meantime, JC will put in those links for our professional DMing service. JC. The Dancing DM. Oh, I don't know if he hasn't gotten a chance to put it in the chat yet, but we offer virtual professional dungeon mastering services. Where if you like watching us do this, and you actually want us to go ahead and run a game for you, you can make contact with us through lookingforgamemaster.com or startplayinggames.com. They are both two sites that offer professional dungeon mastering services, but I think we're the only people up there that would be able to give you this kind of setup with the LED lights and the Dwarven Forge and all that. Yeah, I hope it is good. Thank you, Knighthood. Thank you. And anybody who's played with us, please give us a review on startplayinggames.com. We are desperate for reviews. But yeah, we offer those kind of services where we can you can log in and we can run this adventure for you, or we can run another module, whatever it is. And again, that's on startplayinggames.com or lookingforgamemaster.com. If you want to go ahead and play some Dungeons and Dragons, especially in a time of COVID, it's hard to get people together. We all know that. So this is kind of like the only way right now until things go back to in-person, and then of course we'll be doing in-person games as well as you see here Virtua games, because we like to do both. Also, he'll probably be dropping in chat in a little while about some of the people that support us, like Wargaming Recon, but they go ahead and promote us. Got Monkey Paw clothing, stat trackers. Again, I got all the links that we're going to put there in chat hopefully today to make sure that people can go ahead and see all that stuff, and they can check out all those people that are offering some of the things that we do. As you can see, I've been using the stat trackers all night tonight. So obviously it's it's very useful, and it's actually hurt them today in a way because lots of the things that I sometimes forget because I'm not looking at the monster manual, or I remember how monsters were in second edition, because that's more of what I really was originally, was a second edition for many, many years. I might forget something or think, oh, it can't do that, but in 5th edition it can. But with stat trackers, not a problem. I can screw over anybody in a second. Yeah, so also follow us on all forms of social media if you can. We really appreciate anybody just tuning in. If you can subscribe, that's wonderful. It helps us out. Your money is not being thrown away. It is obviously going towards, as you can see, lots of terrain, and we want to get even more tables and more terrain. I just ordered Wildlands Untamed, I'm sorry, and that will be coming in next year, because it was Dwarven Forge Kickstarter. I got all 3 biomes. I got the swamp, the mountains, and the new forest stuff. So, and that takes up, just that stuff takes up more than a 6x4 table. So we're gonna have to get another table, because I want to put a complete world together where it's one whole table mountains, one whole table forest, one whole table swamps, one whole table town, and then one whole table castle, and then one whole table dungeon. So it's always a seamless transition for my audience. I have the pieces. You know, as of next year, when those pieces arrive, I will have all the pieces needed to do that, but I will not have the space for the table. So I've literally been joking that I need to get another house, so I can, or flat out JC is just saying you need to get a studio or another house that I can stretch all those tables, because I'm gonna need 36 feet to put all those 6 tables together to truly create a seamless overland world and town and castle district. So that is the ultimate goal. Is everybody back yet?
I believe not back.
Who's not back?
Matt.
Matt? Okay. Yeah, all 3 mega builds.
Wow. Yeah, those are amazing. I was looking at them. I've got a few of the stuff from the Wildlands Kickstarter, but yeah, the mega builds are insane. I'm so excited to see that used.
Yeah, it's called Wildlands. I got it all painted. I wish I didn't have to get it painted. I wish, God, how I
You
wish.
bought it painted too? You madman.
Oh, I wish I didn't have to get it painted. I wish I knew somebody who could paint like really, really, really good terrain, but the time it would take, like, for one person to paint all the terrain I'd be waiting like, okay, here's my terrain. Call me back in 4 months when it's done. You know, so.
That's fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've incorporated, it's all tax deductible.
Yeah, it is. For me, all of it's a tax deduction, so that's what's nice. Is that anything I buy from Dwarven Forge or RPG related, I actually have my EIN number and all that good stuff, so I am a real business. This is all tax deductible. I do need to get incorporated. Not that anybody could really sue me for anything right now, but if they do, at least it won't hurt my personal credit, you know. So, is there any questions from the chat? Anybody who's in here? Who else subscribed to us? Thank you, the Gentleman Wake. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you. Wild Honey subscribed, and 13th Hour Cinema. So all y'all, Gentleman Wake and Wild Honey, who picked out the Hungry Like a Wolf?
That was me, 13th Hour Cinema. Scraps.
All right, so somebody, since we got 3 subs tonight, that means I got to do. Do I have to do another 2 songs?
No, I caught a villain. I absolve you from the.
Thank you. Yeah, okay, 1 song per night. That's right. Gentleman Wake is right. Or I'm gonna end up being a dancing stream. You got a guy dressed in an '80s cartoon wig and outfit. So, you know.
It's got to be a rarity.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though, if I had 10,000 subscribers and that's all my stream was, that's all I'd be doing. I'd be dancing fool. I'd be one dancing fool, man. All right, so as soon as we get everybody back here, we're gonna start up again. And we are just waiting for.
We could probably get started. Raz's bottom of the initiative.
Okay, that's right. Nat is at the bottom. Okay. All right, so it's Thalaris' turn. We're going to go ahead and just get started. That was a good suggestion. We're going to go ahead and just get rolling here. So it is now Thalaris' turn. What do you want to do?
He is going to attack the prone zombie or skeleton that was by him.
Mm-hmm. All right.
As a 18 to hit.
And you got it.
Is 2d4 plus 2. So 7 points of piercing damage to it.
7 points. All right. So let's see the one that was prone. All right. How do you want to do it? Because he's pretty much down. He is gone.
He is just going to just bite and gnaw at the throat and until the head just becomes separated from the rest of the body. Yeah.
All right.
And I think he's going to move around to flank the zombie south of the bear, if I have the directions right.
I know which one you want. You want the one actually to the west, but you want to
West.
flank.
Okay.
Flank. Right. I see where you want. Right there. All right.
And there we go.
All right. So that is your turn. And it is now. Well, one of those shadows is gone, so let's get rid of that. Boink. And now it's the other shadow's turn. All right. So this other shadow is still on. Still trying to eat away at the bear here, or drain the life out of Alistair Bramblebeard in his bear form. All right. So.
Hold on.
I can barely believe my eyes.
All right. So let me roll here with the shadow. Nice D20. Plus 4. Oh, another 20. What the F?
God, dude.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter. It's 20. And that is a natural 20. It is actually a nat 20 this time, which means another double damage. Guys, I am really sorry about these rules. Yeah, I am really sorry about these rules. All right, so it's.
Are you though?
Yes, I am. So it's 2d4, so it's 4d6 plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8, 13, 15, 17 damage.
Oof. I ain't a bear no more.
All right, and then D4 for strength, and then
so
4. Oh, go ahead.
17 points of damage. I pop out of bear form, and I'm badly injured.
No.
In my Bramblebeard form as well.
No. Bramblebeard. And you also take 4 strength damage.
Ow.
2 strength damage, you said, right?
4.
4.
It's a roll.
So what is it?
24, I believe.
All right, so Bramblebeard is, the
13, 14, 15, and the D4?
No, the D4 is on your strength.
The D4 is on your strength.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I would never cheat you, Bramblebeard. I hate to see party members die. I did not think the fight was going to go like this. All right, so the shadow is, it goes after Bramblebeard. This is a tough bear. He does not want to go down. This is one of the heroes of Daggerdale, a local folk hero. He doesn't want his memory to be known, disappeared out in the woods one day. But, he's resisted the bite of the zombies. His piece of his bear claw, his nail His claw has been ripped out and gnarled on. His ear is gone. There's a chunk ripped out of his back from where a zombie rode on top of him. You know, the other shadows have been grabbing on him, causing him to lose strength. And this is it. He just couldn't take it. The shadow, all these things surrounding him, it's able to just get a vicious hit in one more time. It does a massive amount of damage to Bramblebeard and seems to suck a huge amount of life away. You see, in a moment, this bear, the claws go back and become fingers, fangs retract into teeth. The hair seems to sink back into Bramblebeard's skin as he becomes more of a man. He looks at the party, you know, with a look of desperation and fear. You know, he's never had this before. He's going down, and he falls down in a comatose heap.
Bramblebeard!
I look up. You see my face is sunken, my eyes already sunken, and I'm like, I'm fine.
Oh, you're not dead, thank you.
I'm fine. All right.
Then walk it up.
So wait, is he unconscious?
No, I'm literally at 1 hit point.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so he's not unconscious. Oh,
I know what my turn is if he survives.
Lay on hands?
It depends whose turn it is.
Gentleman Faraday is up.
Oh, he's useless.
Pretty much.
Well, to me, anyway.
Yeah. Well, I will put down the glass of tea I've been having in the other room and finish waxing my mustache before I arrange the pit hat on my head and barge back into the fray, opening the door and walking in. How close am I to the nearest skeleton or zombie?
Can't hear you, Tony.
Sorry, I was muted. What's your movement points?
I have 25.
Okay, so you got 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Better angle. Can't even see what I'm looking at here.
All right.
No, I don't want to go up to the shadow. Why are you doing that? That's not what I want to do.
Oh, where do you want to go? I'm sorry.
Just put me next to the thing that'll kill me in one shot. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Where do you want to go?
I just want to stand in the doorway and see and look. I've been in the other room. I need to understand the lay of the land. I need to know what's
You got
happening.
it. You got it, man. I'm sorry. Do you want right here, buddy?
Is there a red dragon in the room?
I'll put you behind Malkavia. I know where you want to go. I'll put you behind Malkavia.
Stand right next to the red dragon, please.
Is that a good spot?
Can I have another angle of the battle here? Can I have a separate angle?
Oh, can you give him another angle, JC? Because you're coming in and out a little bit, Malkavia. I couldn't hear you for a second. You went a little in and out.
You mean what?
I mean, Faraday. I'm sorry. Faraday. You went a little in and out.
Out a little bit.
If you can just.
You sound good now.
Yeah, you're going in and out there for a second. If you could just give him a better angle for Faraday.
Yeah, he gave it to me. All right, cool. So, is there a zombie that is in direct? Yeah, there is. The one that's in front of Thelaris.
Mm-hmm.
That is engaged with Thelaris, and I will shoot that one with a shot from my crossbow.
You got it.
Also, Bramblebeard should be standing. Just.
Oh yeah, it's because he's not unconscious. That's right. So.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
So I will take the shot. 26.
Ooh.
I think that hits.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Oh, one away from a crit. Oh man, that's so wrong.
I roll damage. And that's 8 points of damage on that one.
All right. All right. And you won that. Okay, that was the one that was undamaged. That one. All right, so you did 8 points of damage to that, so minus
Right.
8.
So I've used 10 feet of my movement. With the remaining 15 feet, I will go back in the hallway and close the door again.
I see how it is.
Dump. Malkavia just turns around. You bastard!
I'll be right here. Just let me know when you need me, okay?
He's breaking up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're good
Now
now.
you're good.
Now you're good, yeah.
So yeah, I just said, let me know when you need me, and I'll be in here. And I'm just gonna go inside and close the door.
We need you now.
I need
Yeah,
you now.
like Malkavia is still bleeding out of his chest. His sword hand is bleeding out.
I'm going to reload and re-wax my mustache. I'll be a moment. Just hang tight. And I'll
God.
All right. So
You guys are doing fine. You're doing wonderful jobs. Razanor, you finally did something. I must commend you. It's been a while. I think we've been hanging.
Faraday, I'm going to hang you by your pinky toes.
We've been in the party now for about, I don't know, a week or two, and you finally did something. Kudos, chap. And I'll go and I'll close the door. Like you can just hear his voice kind of fading as he just kind of closes the door. So,
yes. All right. Oh, so it is now. I'm hearing myself a little. Is somebody's chat open?
that's your Twitch, probably.
Oh, all right. Hope that's not me. All right. So now it's Hans Sullivan's turn.
Okay, so just to make sure I have that correct, did the skeleton move away from me so it won't get an attack of opportunity if I move?
Oh, that one should still be on you. Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
it tried to hit you with a sword.
Yeah, this one is the one that's on you.
Okay, can we go back to the battle cam? I want to see something from that angle.
Can you go to the battle cam, JC, so he can see the battle cam view? He should be doing it right now.
Sure thing. Well, first things first, I guess. I'm going to see how hurt Bramblebeard is. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make his space look like a 5-foot tall rock that kind of just covers him. So hopefully the skeletons and zombies at least won't realize and attack him. And then I'm going to move behind the shadow, like the space directly behind it next to the zombie.
All right. So you're going to move away from the skeleton right now and move behind the shadow?
Yep. So get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because you moved without disengaging.
Yep.
So let's see what happens here.
Directly behind the shadow. So one more.
You got it. There
Well,
you go.
KB, you don't look convinced of my plan here.
This is the ballsiest wizard I've ever seen at level 2.
The wizard is tanking. Wizard
Like-
tanks.
Like, I'm just like, whoa, what's going on?
Dude, he's cast Tensor's transformation. He's got Flame Blade, and he's just rolling up in there, and he's like the world. He got Mage Armor, Tensors, Strength.
He's playing as if he's 6 levels higher.
Yeah.
I know.
He
I know
thinks
what
he has
kind of,
those things.
I know what kind of arcane tradition this guy's going for.
All right,
War
so,
magic, the best school.
So
I
let's
do
see.
have a Warcaster.
He got a 15. Did he hit you, Hans?
I'm going to.
Shield up.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Shield. So that will miss. My AC is now 20 until my next turn.
So that mute. So what happens? That's
It misses.
all right. Okay. So the attack of opportunity, shield. Shield is a reaction in here now, right, or whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's my
right.
reaction. AC is 20 until my next turn.
So he automatically misses you or something on this. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. So this skeleton, as Hans goes to move out the way. He's feeling so courageous. Malkavia's over there, holding his arm, holding his stomach. He can't believe what he's seeing. It's almost like, it's like a combat medic or something here, running around and no one's just attacking him. But this wizard now, Hans gets up, as he moves away from the skeleton, everyone thinks, Hans, no, wait, you're going to be hit. But Hans already was thinking ahead. He already knew. He wasn't worried. As the skeleton comes down, thinking it has an easy swipe on Hans's back, and he's going to decapitate him, automatically this magical barrier comes up and seems to almost shatter, and you see blue crystalline light just flicker into the air as the hit is deflected away. Hans looks back, winks at everybody. I know what's up.
Don't forget, Bramblebeard is under a boulder, illusionary boulder. That is important.
Oh, okay. He's under an illusionary boulder.
Yeah.
Don't know if illusion's gonna work on the zombies, but
as far as they can see, it's a rock.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think they.
You shouldn't bite a rock.
They don't have the intellect to see through it.
Rolling?
Yeah, I might have to roll on that because that's a little rough. But anyway, we're not there yet anyway. So it's now Scrap's turn.
Bramblebeard! And I just do the exact same thing I did to Malkavia, but running back across the other way, pulling out another surge for Bramblebeard as I run up and stab it into his shoulder.
First they drop a rock on me, now they're stabbing me.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to run through the illusionary boulder.
Rocks don't talk.
So you will heal for 5 hit points.
Oh.
I'm out of personal spell.
All right.
Thank you, Scraps.
Scraps is. All right. It is now Malkavia's turn.
So
I'm also over on the other side where Bramblebeard is. I'm within melee of him, so.
Where do you want? You want to get next to Bramblebeard?
I would have had to cast Cure Wounds on him. So.
Oh, that's right. Scraps. Let me put you over there. All right. Malkavia, where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go opposite of that skeleton right in front of me, so that I'm flanking with Hans, the one that I had stabbed earlier,
All right.
and also that got burned. So he's probably like on death's door again.
He's feeling the pain.
So I am going to go ahead and try and finish him off. $21.
How much damage?
$1 billion.
No, well, he's
No,
down.
no, it's 16.
Oh, he's down. How do you want to do it? Go ahead.
Oh, I use the rapier and just, broad stroke it across and just knock off his head. Like, just launch it across the room.
Ding, 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 ding. You see the skeleton head go rolling across the floor, and it shatters into the wall, and the body just falls down, knees first, and then falls down, torso to the ground.
Now I'm trying to decide where I should move. I look to Raz. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go see about that shade. I'm gonna make it have a not nice day.
All right. So then, if he does that, I want to go behind the buttress where Raz is, get behind it, and then use my bonus action to hide.
All right, give me a stealth, please. You're hiding in battle.
Rogue.
Technically, I know. I wish there should be a disadvantage on that, but it doesn't say the rules say that. So, all right, 19. You pretty stealthy. So, you go over there and you're ducked out, hiding behind it looks like a nice buttress that is supporting up this massively huge area within the Dwarven ruins. All right, So you are stealthed out. Now it is Alistair Bramblebeard's turn.
Aye. Okay. So it looks like I still have some undead around me, correct?
Yes, you do.
Tough to tell. It doesn't look like I can. Can I do another thunder wave without catching any of my own party?
What's
It's a
this?
15-foot cube. But
Yeah,
it
you
looks
could
like
as long as you cast it like over there. You'd be able to get 2 of the zombies. You could kind of cast it like behind the buttress, and that would get you 1, 2, 3.
kind of want to get the shade though, because that's the thing you need to use magic on. So instead of that, I'm going to do. Is there a zombie next to the shade?
There's a zombie adjacent to it, but it would technically be where you're at. You're right. It would be next, because what happened was when you were in your bear form, the mini was just so large I couldn't get it. But now that you're back in your human form, technically your bear was only in a 5-foot space, but the mini takes up larger. So they all would be actually kind of surrounding you.
Yeah, but it looks like I'd also catch. Is that you, Hans, back there with the blue vest?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Okay. So I am not going to do that. Instead,
I have a decent dex.
Yeah, he's up at
it's a con save.
Ooh, wizard con. Probably not so
Or
great.
con save. My con's better than my dex. I have to
Really?
do concentration checks.
I don't think you want to take this damage. I have a feeling. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Shillelagh. Wait, that's a bonus action. Can't do that. All right, I'm going to cure wounds on myself. See, look, old school coming through there. Cure light wounds. You heard that, right, Tony?
Yep, I did. Cure light wounds, cure serious wounds, cure critical wounds.
Cure wounds on myself. So that is a 4 plus 3, so 7 points healed.
That's a nice heal.
And then I'm going to drop down and once again assume bear form.
Oh, big dog. Big dog coming back. He's like, the hell with this. I'm going back to the bear. All
I'm
right.
gonna push my way into the zombies in the shade, like as if daring them to hit me.
All right.
Tony,
Well,
you're looking a bit. Oh, never mind. You're good.
he likes his bear. He likes his bear form.
Well, it looks like I've absorbed about, by my count, somewhere around 60 hit points worth of damage. So it's a good thing that I'm in that bear form.
Also, Alistair, my ability modifier to your last cure wounds, so you'd be 4 hit points higher than.
4 hit points higher? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to add my ability modifier. Same goes for you, Malkavia, but I don't know, maybe that's too long ago.
All right, 11 hit points.
I will take
then.
it.
All right. So okay. Alistair himself is back up to 18, and now he's got another 34 as a bear.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. This battle's looking like it's
That
survivable
rock just
after.
got super fuzzy.
Who needs a cleric?
All right, so now who needs a
Bear
cleric?
wearing a rock.
I was like, no, you don't need turn undead. All right. It is now the zombies' turn. You know, the zombies, they see more meat on the table, you know, so they're gonna go after the meat, the bear in front. The big meat. That bear form has saved y'all's life. I swear everybody's gonna be a druid now. It's like y'all were saying. Ooh, nice low roll. So first zombie rolls low. Let's see the second one. Cause yeah, they're all closest to you. So second one, 15. That gets 2 hits. All right, and let me roll the next one. Ooh, that's a crit.
13,
many.
so 15
Stop
points.
doing that.
Somebody needs a contact. Roll 20.
But no, that's my first. That's actual real crit. I haven't had all real crits. All right, so 15 points of damage total. So what happens is You know, Alistair gets healed. Then he casts, cure light wounds on himself. He's feeling strong again. You know, he's got his hit points back. You see the hair burst out of Alistair again. His fingernails and grow together to become claws and paws down in front. His whole body gets huge and massive in front of you. He gains all this weight as he becomes this huge brown bear in front of your eyes. But as he does that, the two zombies at the same time, they both go to pulling at him. They both jump at him and they're biting. One's got him. It's biting on the underside of his belly, ripping at his nipples and his genitals and beginning to bite off part of his genitals.
What the?
Damn, dude. That's visceral.
And then the other zombie has got his other part, the inside part of his leg, and instead of ripping on the outside, where the arm or the arm would actually be is technically the bear's armpit. It's dug its hand in there. It's ripping and gouging out the flesh, and they're both pulling at Alistair at the same time. This vicious, horrible, disgusting attack. Blood is pouring out from Alistair, even though he was strong in his bear form, and you've been reduced by 15 hit points.
Whew.
Also, Tony, you rolled 5 nat 20s tonight. 3 of them have been on attack rolls.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
No,
Go back to roll 20 and check.
It's called roll 20 and check. I've only had three or something that were like natural roll 20s, right?
No. He's saying 5 natural.
3 of them were on attack rolls. 2 of them were on ability check.
Because like I saw a few that were 20s, but they weren't green. They weren't like nats or something. Oh wait, yeah, that's because someone rolled with straight dice. So yeah. Well, I don't know, man. To be fair though, a lot of times I roll like crap. So yeah, it's just crazy. This one time, all of a sudden tonight, it's like, yeah.
I think any of us have rolled a nat 20 tonight, aside from Tony.
Say, but usually y'all are like, well, this is so easy. We're kicking ass. So.
Don't get me wrong. I love it. This is
this is good. I'm enjoying this.
Maybe the gods heard you.
Awesome.
All right, we got.
We're just whining because of the enjoyment.
Exactly.
Well, we got to finish this fight. So now it's the skeleton's turn, and this skeleton moves up, and it's going to try to. It wants to go back after Cody, and it gets behind, and now it's got advantage behind Hans. As it decides to go after Hans. And let's get that skeleton out with advantage because it's got the... so it short swords you. Actually roll? Oh, there we go. Oh, with advantage. There we go. And submit. I rolled a 15 with advantage.
Misses.
Misses. Oh, so
Nice.
the skeleton, it just moves towards the target, since it wasn't directly on Raz, and it goes to get, Hans in the back. Once again, thinking it has an easy target, but Hans, being this dexterous person, he actually kind of takes one leg and kind of like almost does like what would be like a lunge, but like a sideways lunge. And you actually see him curve his back, and the blade goes in an arcing curve. It actually follows the curve of his body as it misses. Hans then kind of looks at the skeleton and just shirks like, whatever.
Everyone watching thinks that I'm dexterous. It's really just my shield. No one knows.
So now it's Raz's turn.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to that skeleton, or that shade, that shadow, and fuck it, I'm gonna divine smite him.
Yes.
Does that count as a magical weapon?
That is a I make it
radiant damage.
I swing with an attack, but the extra damage is radiant damage, which is a magic damage type.
So your initial damage weapon wouldn't hit him, but the other one would.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so I'll let you go for the attack. Even though it says technically they're immune to attacks, we'll just say that you go for it. You're going to miss with that one attack, so yeah.
So that is a 14 to hit.
You hit, but you
All
don't
right.
obviously get the damage.
Well, I don't get the slashing damage, but I do get
Yeah.
the radiant.
That's right,
And
get the radiant.
3d8. $13 radiant damage.
And I got wonderful news for you too, thanks to stat trackers. They're vulnerable to radiant damage.
Ah!
Double damage.
Yeah!
All right, so Raz, I'm gonna let you describe this one, Raz, because he's completely down. You took the shade down.
Nice.
All right. So Raznor sees the resurgence of his group, and he's smiling with pride. And then he sees the one shade, the one that survived his previous attack, and one of the creatures that's been giving him the most trouble. And he smiles even wider. He runs over to it, his blade beginning to glow bright white with divine wrath, and he slashes down the length of the shade.
Give me my sword, Lonnie. Give me my real sword. I'm gonna real sword this one, so the stream can see it. This is how cool this was. He radiant smited this mother.
Hell fucking yes.
Draw it down. All right.
Mhm.
And while Raz is doing that, Faraday just appears next to him and says, "You finally did something."
No, from the other room behind the door.
No. All that he sneaks. He opens the door. He somehow just appears. Like he just steps into view. He's like, "Well done, then, chap. You finally did something."
Oh my god.
And I just curl my mustache.
It is now Thalaris's turn.
All right, he's going to just bite the wolf in front of him, or a zombie in front of him.
Gotcha, and you got advantage, right?
Yep. I've had advantage on. He has pack tactics
Yeah.
as a wolf. Ooh, that's not good though. That is a 7 to hit.
Ooh.
Nope, that don't get him.
Nope. And that's his turn.
That sucks. Okay, so you go to, even with advantage, the zombie seems to be a little bit more dexterous. Perhaps, like I said, it was an elf in a former lifetime. For whatever reason, you go to bite its leg, and your paw catches right on your other paw on a small lifting up of tuft of mold that was on the ground, and it causes you to just be askew, and you miss the leg, and your mouth just rubs against the side of the zombie's leg. It actually blisters, and a little bit of pus comes off the leg from the old rotting disease of flesh that was on. You got a little pus now on the side of your fur. All right, it is now the gentleman Faraday's turn.
Well, I am now standing next to Raz.
Oh, you're gonna go in. You're gonna go inside the door now.
I'm literally standing. I'm pretty through. So while Stellaris was in the second that all that was happening, I'm already standing next to Raz.
All right.
Okay, and then I just, I'm still talking to Raz, telling him that he finally did something, and then I shoot my crossbow towards that zombie there that's in front of me, that's attacking Bramblebeard, the green one with the blue shirt.
All right.
There we go. Attack. 15.
Yep, that hits the zombie.
And my damage, 14 damage total.
Ooh, that brings it down.
Nice.
Go ahead. Go ahead, describe it. Oh, he's gonna be talking mad shit now.
You finally.
Oh, he's breaking up. We
Oh,
can't
you're
hear
cutting
you.
down and out.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No,
Yes.
we can't.
Okay, I'm standing next to Raz. I'm saying, you finally did something, old chap. I'm really very proud of you. And I'm like notching the bow without even looking at it. You're really quite. When you cast that smite ability or whatever, you really must do that more often. And I shoot without looking, and I hit the zombie right in the head, and it just goes, boom, and it falls over. Really, it's quite remarkable.
Oh, what a smart ass. So it is now Hans Sullivan's turn.
We are going to. What? Malkavia.
Oh
You
no!
said
Did I miss a turn?
No,
You?
no, it's just
no, you had.
Okay. Sorry.
So I will take cover behind Razanor because I am a halfling and I can do that before my turn ends.
All right. So Hans, you're gonna get behind Razanor.
No, that's Faraday's getting behind Razanor. Faraday.
Oh, okay. All right. You had one more. I thought you only had 25.
Not me. Not Hans.
I know. So
No. I'm already standing next to Raz. What are you doing? Go back. There you go.
He's counting the spaces.
Okay, yeah. So I'm already standing next to him. So my bonus action is hide, because I can hide behind allies because I am a halfling.
I know.
Take that hide ability.
All right. So you're just hiding. Basically, you're hiding behind. Okay, you're hiding. All right. All right. And I wonder if that requires a stealth check, though.
Yeah, you want me to roll for that? That's fine.
Yep. Just about to ask. Oh,
20.
You're pretty stealthy, so I don't think we need to worry. All right. So Faraday gets right, kind of behind Raz, hides in his cloak a little bit, and he's now just kind of disappeared from sight, even though he was talking smack to Raz. And it is now Hans's turn.
To Ray of Frost, the closest one, and I already rolled to attack and got a natural 20.
Ooh.
Damage for that is 7 points of frost damage.
All right. Well, that one's down too. So say how you want to do it.
This is going to be a zombie popsicle statue.
Do you want it to break and shatter into pieces and see all the little wormy maggots crawl out of it?
I want it left there as a memento, as a frozen ice sculpture.
A warning to other zombies who would dare try to kill and eat people. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So Hans is gone. It is now Scrap's turn.
I am just going to kind of scoot back a little bit, almost kind of into the empty door frame that Faraday just came out of, and I'm gonna fire off my little firebolt shoulder cannon at the last remaining, not the last remaining, but the one in front of Big Bear Alistair there.
Okay.
Don't forget advantage.
13 with advantage.
And you're shooting the zombie? You got the zombie.
13 hits. Okay.
Yeah, zombies don't have high AC.
So 6 points of damage.
All right, so it's still up. You go ahead. Scraps comes out. He kind of ducks behind the door a little bit. You see him peek, and this time, instead of trying to light the flint, he takes a match across the iron. His equivalent of a match. It's kind of like bird poop mixed with sulfur and mixed with charcoal, and he kind of scratches it across the iron bars of the door, and you see him light the fuse on his back, and he starts jumping on one leg. And he bends over, and you see the smoke and the machines start whirring, and the gears start going all around, and then poof, and a big huge thing of fire goes all across, having a streak of light across the rocks as it goes, and it hits the zombie. It does 6 points of damage. The zombie's still up, but part of the skin of the zombie goes on fire. You see its arm bone is now exposed. The hair, what's left of the matted hair itself, goes all up, and the zombie bodies don't exactly burn at this point. You kind of see pieces of it melt and kind of slough off onto the floor and make a little splotting sound as they hit the ground.
And I just shout out, "Is everybody okay?"
It's now
Much better now.
It's now Malkavia's turn. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, it's now Malkavia's turn.
So I'm gonna rush up behind on the skeleton that's behind Hans. So getting to flanking position behind him.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're not in perfect flanking position from there. You're almost. If you have to be, you'd have to be diagonally behind them. You're on the skeleton, but you're not flanked.
Then I'll bonus action dash to make it work.
All right, so then you'd be right here. You only had to move one more square. Now you're in flanking position.
Cool. And I will stab at thee.
I thought if you used dash, though, that you didn't get to attack after if you used a dash movement.
It's cunning action, so I can use a bonus action to dash.
Gotcha. Okay, that's right. Rogue, forgetting rogue.
It's all good. 20.
You could have theoretically moved.
Not a nat,
Damn.
just a normal.
You still hit him.
total.
You definitely hit him. That's the one that's not damaged, so make it
12
good.
damage.
Ooh, so close. All right, so he takes a massive hit. Do you want to describe it?
He's
not dead. He's not dead.
I just pierce through his skull, and he kind of like chatters around while like the sword's in his head. So yeah, that's it.
He's still up fighting though. All right, so now it is Alistair Bramblebeard's turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack the zombie in front of me with my bite first.
You got advantage because it's flanked.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh,
20. there we
nat
go.
20.
So,
I have a feeling that zombie's going down.
6 plus 4 is 10 points of damage.
It is down.
Oh.
How do you want to describe how you destroyed that zombie?
I just put its entire head in my mouth, and I just... And eventually his head just pops in my mouth.
That must taste wonderfully.
Are you trying to get your ear back?
Good try.
Is there another... is anything else up, or was that the last one?
There's the one
Nope, we
behind
got
Hans.
skeleton.
All right.
So I'm going to lumber around, turn around, and I'm going to attack with my claw on the skeleton.
Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd make it. Okay. All right. So now you're gonna go attack.
That's not good. That's a 7. That's a miss, probably.
Yep, that is a miss. So you had crushed the skull and seen decayed and rotting brain matter coming out of the sides and mouth and running over the gums of the bear of Alistair Bramblebeard in his bear form, this awesome druid, and you heard the crunching of the bone as he walked over his defeated corpse. And then he goes now to try to attack the skeleton, but for whatever reason, maybe he just wasn't perfectly able to get his balance right, from slipping on maybe some of the brain matter, and he misses with a swipe of his claw, coming very close to knocking off a piece of the leg of the skeleton.
And that's it.
And it is now the skeleton's turn. It's going to attack. It's back on Hans here. So Hans Sullivan, the short sword. Normal rule. Oh my god. Dude. What the fuck?
Wow.
Dude, I'm calling roll 20. I am going to call. Like, dude, did y'all update the system? Because I'm feeling like a madman tonight. All right, 23, which obviously I think hits Hans.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
With 6 piercing damage. So you're still up, I imagine, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the skeleton is able to, it's surrounded. The bear got it. Malkavia's on one side, and Hans, feels a little bit overconfident. So rather than really stand on the balls of his feet like he normally does, because he's so dexterous and everything else, this time he kind of is like a little bit of lackadaisical attitude, thinking, "Oh, well, we got this. There's no problem. Everybody's here. Everything's down." And because of that, the skeleton is able to now cut off a flanking piece of the whole side of his arm. It actually cuts off a piece of the tricep, and you see it. Now, it doesn't cut the whole tricep down. it cuts it, and you see the piece of the meat and the tricep try to flap over, and it's hanging by the skin. You know, Hans quickly takes it up from his elbow and he pushes it back on. And now he's holding it, but you can see it's bleeding profusely, you know, running all down his arm. You know, veins have been cut, meat, and it looks horribly, and it's a grisly wound.
You might want to check that out, Han. Yes, it looks like you may have hurt yourself. Like
Yes, I'm aware.
No, he's aware already. He's in terrible pain. All right, it is
I'm
now.
not having a fair a day.
terrible joke, good man. But I commend you for trying in the face of all the adversity that you're currently going through. Some of us aren't as good as others, I guess, at avoiding damage.
Oh my God! Oh, you bastard!
Some of us aren't cowards.
Ooh, burn!
Oh, that
Got him.
This is becoming the evil party. All right, so that's six damage on you, and it is now Razanor's turn.
show him and call you a coward. Really do something.
Come on, Raz, bring this skelly down.
Home run strike.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up and smack him in the face. Ah, fuck.
Oh, come on, man. What did you roll?
And you hit
I rolled a
Faraday.
10.
Damn.
Did you
I
crit
rolled-
one?
I rolled a 10 to hit.
No, that's not going to do it for the skeleton.
Heck.
All right, so Nat comes up there feeling confident as well. He just saw, you know, everybody's bleeding, everybody's hurt. You got a bloody bear. You got someone's tricep muscle hanging out. You know, you got a wolf that's little. Everybody's hurting a little. Other than Faraday, it does look like Faraday and Scraps haven't taken any real damage. Malkavia is already having post-traumatic stress disorder from, you know, going down. So, you know, no one's really worried though
I'm not
they
stressed.
they think it's all over. And, you know, Raz comes in there, striking down, quickly trying to knock out the feet from underneath the skeleton to end it quickly. And the skeleton, you know, not so much intelligent, but natural instinct, just jumps a little bit over the sword and is able to get out of the way. And now it is Dolaris's turn. And you know you're having post-traumatic stress from dying.
He has 40 feet of moving. It doesn't look like you can reach him, right?
5, 10, 15. Let's see a clear path. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, you just make it. You literally just make it right there.
Sweet. You will go ahead and take his attack then.
All right, wolf attack. Wolf it up, wolf.
That is an 18 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, you got him. Bring him down. Bring this puppy home.
I think it was 2d4. Was the wolf.
He's hurting bad. This thing
So,
took massive
5
damage.
points of damage.
He is down.
Yeah.
Good job, Eli.
All right. So he is down. And that is it. The fight is over. Well, we ran a little late with this stream. This was an epic battle. I can't wait to actually go watch it myself in a few minutes. But yeah, we had a great time. I did as a D. I always have a great time with my groups, man. Everybody's awesome. Thank you for the subs tonight, including the subs in my own group. Love when people I know give me money. So thank you for that, guys. I'll keep trying to be an awesome DM for y'all. And thank you to the Wild Honey. I think you subscribed as well. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to any new followers. We also have a Patreon page. We also put the links in for all the merchandise that, you know, people that we have that make stuff like stat trackers, which you saw me using all night today, Monkey's Paw. Also selling this module they can only get with us, the Doom of Daggerdale 5th edition version. No one else has it but us because we converted it over just for our Twitch shows. And of course, just follow us on social media. Another show is coming tomorrow. We'll be doing Curse of Strahd at 7 p.m. That is using Foundry Virtua Tabletop, which is awesome. It really is cool, Foundry. You'll get to see me as a player. I play a 70-year-old vampire hunters, and this will be part 2. So tune in for that, guys. And we will see y'all later. Bye-bye.